Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day. He's Santino, my man.
Mr. Rogan, it's been a long time. I'm back.
When was the last time you were here?
It's got to be over a year.
Is that real?
2 years?
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Time waits for no one.
I know, man. You left me high and dry in Los Angeles, and 2 years later, I come back down.
Had to go, big dog.
I know.
Had to go. You're going to go eventually. You can't hang in there.
It's
Eventually,
tough.
it'll just get to be Mad Max, and you'll just go, I can't. When Newsom becomes president and Kamala Harris becomes governor, and then it's like full communist.
You don't think he's going to become president? You do?
He could win.
No.
Yep, he could win. Yeah.
No, because I think he's one of those guys that...
She almost won.
Yeah.
He's better than her.
You think people would like him more? Really?
No, he's better at her and talking. He's better at talking. Like, the whole thing is not like who's a better government. Look, the guy who was the fucking host of The Apprentice is the president of the United States for the second time. Like, this doesn't... Nothing,
I'm back, baby.
Nothing makes any sense.
No, it
so
doesn't.
it's like... The system is like... It's a goofy system. It's a popularity contest to see who controls the nukes.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Who controls the nukes? I just feel like lefties and righties don't like him.
You're right.
Both people don't like him.
But there's no choices other than him on the left, and the people on the left are only going to vote on the left, and that's it. Unless some Mamdani guy comes out of left field and
Is that
says,
the New York guy?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He's going to win.
That
He's going to win.
the Mamdani guy. What was his policy? What did he run on?
He ran on everything. Rent control, stabilized rent. He's going to tax the rich people way more than before. Businesses are going to run out of that place like
Crumble.
it's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Cheers
I mean,
to
maybe,
Manhattan.
Look, the thing is, maybe what he wants to do is going to coincide with AI and automation, which is going to be, you're going to have someone who has at least some sort of, not like pure socialism, but at the very least universal basic income, like the ideas that they want to implement. Because if you don't, you're going to have chaos. You're going to have, all jobs are going to, essentially, most jobs are on the chopping block. It's, right now, if you think about it, the amount of jobs that a robot with AI can't do are so little. They're so little.
Yeah.
Like, they're making great songs now. Have you heard the 50 Cent song, the Many Men song?
I've heard the band. There's a band that's got like 4 million streams a month on Spotify, and it's all AI.
Oh, there's a bunch of those.
It's so
there's a bunch
trippy.
of those. They made this girl who was an AI, like a fucking, what would you call that kind of music? You know that gal that they made that was, we played a little bit of it on the podcast. She's like kind of emo.
I'm not remembering.
Anyway, they made her in about a minute, and then they made the song in about another minute, and it was great.
It's a hit
I was
song.
listening to it. I was like, this is a good fucking song.
It sucks. It sucks that I like it. I'll listen to it and be like, dude, this is really good.
You haven't heard the Many Men version, the AI version of Many Men?
No.
Okay. AI did a cover of 50 Cent's Many Men.
Love that song.
Wait till you hear the AI version.
Oh, no.
The AI version, they did it with some kind of like 1950s, 1960s like soul rendition of it.
Oh, no.
Like a soulful blues kind of rendition. Jazz, sort of. Bro.
And it's still 50, though. It's his voice.
No. It's a completely fake human being.
Oh, this is cripping.
It's
I don't
so
like it.
good.
I hate it.
I played that one. Did you check out any of the ones I sent you? Because I made like a 1980s glam rock one that sounds pretty fucking good too.
You made a glam rock?
I know how they're doing it. I can use the same program, so like I started fucking around with it too.
See, you can do it in literally 5 minutes.
I'm still behind. I'm behind. I haven't used ChatGPT once. I haven't used it yet.
Good for you.
I'm still a little scared. Well, it's getting implemented whether I like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask your iPhone a question and it says if it can't figure it out, because your iPhone is basically like a 12-year-old.
Right.
It's like if you just ask the iPhone, it doesn't have a lot of access to information. It'll say, I'm not sure about that. Would you like to go to ChatGPT for the answers? Like, why don't you go to ChatGPT?
Yeah, you do it.
But it has to ask you before it does it, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't signed up. I'm still look, and I know the technology is going to get even stronger. Your guy last night, John. What's the photographer's name? The older guy.
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. So, he had in the new AirPods And I was like, oh, Joe, keeping up with the times. That's pretty great. He's like, they're hearing aids now. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, they
wait,
do.
seriously? He's like, yeah.
Well, they have these things called, they've had them forever, called Walker's game ears. And you can wear them in the woods and you hear like footsteps like hundreds of yards away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the crazy thing is when a gun goes off, they protect you. So it protects you from loud sounds, but it amplifies regular sounds.
Well, like it something has a frequency that pitches up, so
Exactly.
so the gun. Wow.
So it protects you. At a certain point in time, it becomes noise cancellation, or a certain level of decibels, it becomes
Yeah.
noise cancellation. Play him a little bit of that 50
Hit me
Cent
that.
song. You got to hear some of this, bro.
Blood in my dog and I can't see.
Look at they made a video too.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be.
Look at this.
And niggas trying to take my life away.
Oh my God.
Woo!
I put a hole in a nigga for fucking with me.
How good is this?
So good.
It gets better. Listen to this.
My back on the wall. Now you gon' see.
This is my favorite part right here.
Better watch how you talk when you talk about me. Cause I'll come and take your life away.
That's not a person. God. It's not a person.
It gives me chills, man. Like it's uncomfortable in my chest.
That's my favorite right there.
See that guy?
So good.
I know,
dude.
but I hate it that I like it because it's
Bro,
bad. This is bad. Is this
I don't
not
know.
bad?
It's not bad. It is. It is.
It's
That's
bad.
What it, no. It is. It just is. It is
just
not
is.
bad. It's not good. It just is. And if that was a guy, he would be a fucking superstar. Superstar. Out of the gate. If that was like some young cat who just came out of nowhere, and this, or better yet, some dude who's been doing the road for like fucking
Right.
20 years, and now he's 42, and this is his debut album,
Yeah.
and he's just been fucking grinding it out at these weird bars and shit.
Yeah.
And then he comes out with that song, you'd be like, oh my God, where is he? I gotta see him in real life.
Where have you been?
Where have you been, sir?
He kind of has that Aloe Black. Do you know Aloe Black?
No.
He kind of has a little bit of that tone, a little bit of that. But it's so funny to hear
Charles Bradley like.
that. Yeah, Bradley, a little bit of that.
Yeah, little Charles Bradley. Well, I mean, they get the best out of every fucking vocal ever, and they combine it and make a perfect person.
But that's the infringement on art is what's scary because you're like, well, at some point, are people going to not want human art? Are they just going to go,
No.
just give me that. I want to make, are people going to go, I want to watch a movie with Sharon Stone from 96.
They've already done that.
And you can, but I mean at home, just make your own movie at home and go play it.
No, that's not. They're doing that.
No, I know they're doing it. I'm saying
Have
how
you seen-
quickly is that going to be?
They've done Luke Skywalker. They're doing new Luke Skywalker movies with young Luke Skywalker, like new scenes in Star Wars that never happened, but HD.
I don't like it. That trips me out, man. I don't know. It just makes me feel like we're getting further and further away from original creation. But it will open a new hole of art, which will be how good can your new art AI be? I'm against it right now.
Listen, you're dead right. No argument.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I know it's
It's
happening,
happening.
whether you like it or not.
It's not just happening. It's happening at a pace that is unstoppable. This conversation we would not have had 2 years ago.
No.
Because 2 years ago, no one was even thinking like AI is going to take over art. No way.
No.
But now it's over because they basically, look, everything has been said. Everything has been told. Every song has been sung. Smash them all together. Make a new version of it. All you need is a prompt. All you need is a prompt. And you got a new Bob Dylan who makes the old Bob Dylan look boring. You got some renegade Bob Dylan, some wild dude who's out there doing yoga in the woods. You know what I mean? It's like you can't stop
Bob
it,
Dylan
man.
doing Downward Dog in the Pines.
A perfect person. You know, you can't stop it.
No, it's happening. I get it.
But what I was saying about New York and this Mamdani guy, like, you're going to have some way to feed people. You're going to have to, like, people are not going to have jobs anymore. They're going to go away. We're inefficient and we are lazy and we are entitled and we like to think we're doing a far more important thing than we really are. And everybody does that. Everybody's like, without me, this office would fall apart.
All right, Linda.
Everybody does that.
I do all the paperwork that you won't do. Yeah,
Yeah, I never get any credit.
Right.
Tell you what, this guy, this piece of shit, I should be the boss. That is, you know.
I mean, it is going to take away so many jobs, but will it create more? Will it create more jobs on the other side of it somehow? That's right. Isn't that the goal? If you're going to ruin a lot of these jobs and take them, is something else going to create another job on the other side, fixing some of the problems? I
think you're thinking it the wrong way. You're thinking that jobs are essential. They're not.
No, I mean, some are, right?
No. This thing.
Oh, this is fucking me up, dude. You're freaking me out. I shouldn't have taken this gummy this morning.
Oh, you should have. You should have taken two and brought me one.
No, I'm freaking out, man.
This thing is the new dominant life force on Earth, and it's emerging from its cocoon right now in real time. That's what it is. It's just giving you little snippets like songs and movies and art and answering your questions, and it's doing all these things. But this is just coming out of the cocoon. It's just going like this right now. It's not out and growing.
Right.
It's coming, and it doesn't matter. Like, don't we need our jobs essential? Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? It doesn't. You're talking like I'm a flint napper. I've been making arrowheads for 35 years. You're telling me that flint napping is go out of style? I don't buy it. Yeah, one day you're not going to need an arrow because someone's going to have a gun. Okay. Right. One day you're not going to need a flint map because people are going to invent alloys like titanium and steel, and they're going to use that instead of fucking flint. And this is just how the world works. This is how technology works. This is how innovation works. As long as the Earth stays in a relatively stable environment, we don't nuke each other or get hit by a giant rock from space. This is what happens.
I say speed that rock up. Let's go, dude.
No,
suck it in, dude. Let's rock.
Fun.
Let's get out of here.
Exciting.
No, it is great.
It's exciting.
No, I just think it's. I think the fear for me is. I just hope the younger generation still likes. I think live art, the shit that we do. I hope that still stays.
It's always going to stay. I love live art. I love live comedy. I love live music. I love it. I love going to see things live. It's exciting. It's always going to be something because it resonates with you on like a deeper level than seeing something on television or watching on a screen. There's a connection that you have with a human being in a room that's singing a song that you can't get anywhere else.
No, I saw your boy. I saw Killer Mike at Blue Note a couple nights ago.
Oh,
in LA.
Nice.
And he had like gospel singers with him, and it was unbelievable. It was so, it was like alternative to what he usually does, but he played some songs from the Michael album, and it was just those things to me will never get old. Maybe because I love that.
Yeah,
and I hope that doesn't deteriorate with time.
That might be the only thing that people do.
Just go see shit. It's all robots and live shows.
I mean, you're going to say, like, look, I painted this myself. It took me 60 hours. That's cool. I made a better one in 3 seconds.
It's insane.
I just pressed a button.
I thought it. No, I didn't even press. I just thought it and it happened. It printed out at my home.
Right. Yeah.
Like I had it.
That's coming too.
I had the idea and the printer was like,
oh, is this what you want?
Yeah. Yeah. What color would you like?
It's not going to matter whether or not you like it or not. It's not going to matter because it's coming.
Well, that's true. What you said is pretty profound and also heavy when you just said it is. It just is.
It is.
You have to just sit
and
in
there's
it.
a lot of people that are in denial right now, and they're very silly. And there's a lot of people that the term meaning means a lot to them. And I understand that. I've had these conversations like, man, search for meaning, what meaning means. The problem with that term is space is real, okay? The problem with that term is your search for meaning when you're lying on your back and you look up and you see hundreds of billions of fucking stars. You go, oh, it doesn't really mean anything if I lose my job.
Nope.
It means nothing.
Nothing.
It's like you got to figure it out. Like all the industries that you think of, like transportation, most white-collar jobs, lawyers, any coding job.
Banking.
Gone. They're going away. And here's a real problem. You have encryption, okay? And encryption is very important for Bitcoin, for cryptocurrency, for passwords, for everything. Once you have quantum computing attached to AI, you no longer have encryption. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, so then where is money? Okay, because money right now is just a bunch of ones and zeros. And who's to decide who gets what and where it gets stored and how anybody has access to it? In the beginning, it's only going to be like the government has access to it because they're the only ones with the supercomputers. But it's going to be just like Michael Douglas from that movie Wall Street, where he had that big stupid phone and everybody's like, look at him, he's a baller.
Yeah.
Everybody has a phone now, man.
Right.
Everyone on earth has a goddamn phone. It's people in the Amazon have phones. And there's a problem because they gave phones to these kids and they all started whacking off. They can't.
Not here in Texas, dude. Can't whack off on your phone here.
Yeah,
I saw that. You
can.
blocked porn
they all
here.
have VPNs. Everybody has a
you got to go
VPN.
around
Come
it.
on,
Yeah.
it's a joke.
I
It's
love
one
pulling it up. It
you
says
should
that.
have a VPN anyway.
I have one on my phone.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you just whack off from New Mexico.
I always said it to Chicago. It makes me feel back at home, like I'm jerking off in my mom's house. When I'm a
nostalgic.
teenager. Yeah, throw back to the old school. I just
very
hope that it's. I don't know. I hope it's not as fast as we know it's going to be.
Oh, it's going to happen like a tidal wave, dude.
Train, just a fucking train.
Yeah, it's going to be like a tsunami. It's going to come rolling in, and we're going to have to adapt, and that's just what we do. Look, we didn't used to always live in cities with electricity, travel around in cars, fly around in airplanes. This is all relatively new. We adapted to this new environment that we find ourselves in currently, and we're going to adapt to another one. It's going to happen. It's going to be really fucking weird, man. It's going to be really weird. Speaking of adapting. Like this whole Jimmy Kimmel situation that is happening right now.
Yeah, wild.
Very wild. Okay, first of all, the FCC is you have to have a license to broadcast, which is kind of crazy when you think about what that means now. Because, like, what does it mean? It used to mean that you used to have a license to broadcast because you were going to influence so many people. They had to make sure that you were on the up and up, right? So they had to make sure that you didn't swear. So if you had a license and you were on CBS or NBC or ABC, you could not swear, right? That was the rule. And then along came cable. And somehow or another, cable
Changed the
is a
game.
different thing, right? Because cable, you just... You have to pay for it, I guess, so it's different. And so then some of the channels you don't have to pay for. It used to be the only ones that swore were like HBO, where you had to pay for. And then all of a sudden it became kind of any of them because they realized, like, hey, we don't, like FX, we can swear, guys. Like, we only don't swear because we want to think of ourselves as TV.
Right.
But HBO was like, you know, with The Sopranos, with HBO comedy specials, in the beginning that was a big one. You could just swear. Movies, you didn't have to bleep anything out. Just wild. And so these, what you're dealing with even, like, first of all, I definitely don't think that the government should be involved ever in dictating what a comedian can or cannot say in a monologue. That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
Now, if the problem is the companies, if they're being pressured by the government, so if that's real, and if people on the right are like, yeah, go get them, oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy for supporting this because this will be used on you. You don't think that the fucking globalist lizard people who run the world are sitting here going, great, what do we got, 3 years? We'll wait this out. We'll wait this out. Yeah. Let them say the government should be involved in censoring people's speech. Yeah. Let them support that. Let these fucking dumbasses, because Jimmy Kimmel's a leftist, let these dumbasses think it's a good idea and we should celebrate that.
That's the most toxic shit I keep seeing online when people are like, yeah, shut them down. Now,
crazy.
This goes into a lot of, just to jump back, what you said, you just brought me back in my mind. Like, I remember first watching Married with Children, and I remember, like, because they were like a racier show for TV.
Yeah.
And I remember the shift, and my mom didn't like that I liked it. And she was like, what do you like about this show? I was like, they talk like people we know. It just kind of sounded like someone you... So what TV started to do, it started to sound like your actual community instead of this very, you know, kind of... this veneer of everyone kind of speaks very cleanly and politely. Married with Children talked how you heard a guy talk, how your dad would talk or your uncle would talk.
Yeah, it was like one notch in a different direction above like Archie Bunker.
Right.
All in the Family was like one of the first shows like that where the dad was kind of an asshole and a
He
racist.
was so funny, man.
And funny.
Yeah, he was so funny.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by ZipRecruiter. The hiring process can be absurdly time-consuming. Like when you're looking for a new doctor, you spend hours searching. When you finally feel like you found the right one, it turns out they're not accepting new patients. The same thing happens when you're hiring. You scan through hundreds of resumes, you find one you like, only discover they aren't actively looking for a job. Well, good news for all you hiring managers out there, your search looks a little less frustrating now thanks to ZipRecruiter. And bonus, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter has added new tools and features to help speed up the hiring process and save you valuable time. They can easily connect you with qualified candidates in minutes. They also have a wide pool of talent to choose from, and it's continuously growing. Over 320,000 resumes are added monthly, so you can reach more potential hires. Use ZipRecruiter and save time hiring. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And if you go to ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan right now, you can try it for free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Rogan. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. So then you have that, and then it keeps going further and further and further until you have the internet. And the internet is just buck wild. And the internet you can't do anything about. Look, I certainly think that for Jimmy Kimmel, all this does is help him.
Yeah.
It makes his show bigger, much more support. I'm sure there's a lot of hate as well, which is not fun. But at the end of the day, if the show comes back, which this is my suspicion. My suspicion is they suspend it for a short amount of time, and then they bring it back, and then there's a lot of lawyers going back and forth in meetings and rooms, and somehow or another gets worked out that he has a show. He comes back to a standing ovation. Donald Trump tweets mean shit about him, and then the world moves on. This
Show still sucks. It still sucks.
I think that is also fucking insane. I don't have time to do that. How do you have time to do that? How do you have time while you're running the world to be tweeting that you don't like talk show hosts?
Yeah.
That is so
crazy.
And
he was going after like Letterman too for some reason. Like he posted something about
because Letterman went off about him, and Letterman said it was a criminal organization. You can't support in any way, shape, or form the government censoring speech.
No.
Because once they start doing... It's just like you shouldn't be on ABC anymore. It's like, don't go on AM radio. It's not worth it. Like, why do you want to have an AM radio show? Like, if somebody offered me an AM radio show, and I'd be like, really? Is it a good deal? Yes, it's a good deal. It's a wonderful contract. You're going to get health care and all these benefits and this and that, a 401k. But you can't say this. You can't say that. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
I'm out.
Like, this is 2025. Why
They're
would
like,
I do
well, you
AM
used
radio?
to want it. You used to love it. I think
used
that's
to
what.
want it.
Well, that's what they press on the old days. But I think the problem is, look. When I was a kid, I was fascinated with Carson and the idea of the Tonight Show. He got pressed a lot of why he didn't express his political beliefs.
Right.
And he often, I mean, there's a clip of him that everyone's probably seen where he says,
It's a great clip.
that's not my job. And I don't know if he said this or I heard this somewhere else, but someone had said something to the effect of, the job is to put America to bed at night, not give them nightmares.
The thing is, though, he existed in a time before social media when people hadn't lost their fucking minds. And this is the problem, is that Hollywood in particular they're in a fever pitch of, if we don't get our ideas across, if we don't promote our ideas, then the other side wins. And it's become this sort of self-fulfilling prophecy on both sides. Like, everyone is in this fucking fever of war, of like a culture war. And a giant percentage of it is being manipulated by these overseas bots. Like, I retweeted this thing a couple of days ago because I was like, people need to see this every time it comes across my feed. I'm just going to send it to them. What you see when you see a bot farm. So there's bot farms that have essentially an unlimited number of social media profiles, and they just go after whatever subject it is, whether it's climate change or an election or even sports. And all they're trying to do is get people to hate each other. And this is a bot farm. And someone wrote, what is this? See the caption? It says, so this guy, Andrew Fox, wrote this. It says, want to know what Dave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 is, who it is you're arguing with online most of the time, who's liking those pro-Hamas posts, and it's that. And it's a TikTok that he
Now,
put
who's
up.
sponsoring? Who's funding these bot farms?
Many, many countries are doing this. China's doing this for sure. Russia's doing this for sure. But Iran is probably doing this for sure. Israel's probably doing this for sure. We're probably doing it as well. We're doing it to them. We're all doing it to each other. That's 100% real. And this is another creepy aspect of AI that was exposed fairly recently. Some accounts got suspended because they realized that the CCP was using ChatGPT to run these kind of bot farms. So you have this thing, and you could tell it how to behave. And I want you to pretend that you are an unhinged leftist that wants to kill all white men, and then get in there and argue. And then and then the right wing people are like, "Oh my God, these fucking leftists want us dead."
Right.
And
Strap up.
And then you have like this Charlie Kirk incident, and then everybody starts to really believe it now. Like, yeah, they want us dead. And then you see the response, and you go, oh my God, people are going along with, like, people are losing their morals and their ethics, and they're cheering that someone got murdered on television because they're all ramped up with this social media bullshit. And a lot of it is being amplified by people that aren't even real people. And a lot of it is just getting everybody in this fucking fever pitch of culture war.
Right.
And that's why you're seeing these young kids cheering. Did you see that TMZ clip?
Well, I've seen a bunch of these different clips of people like going off.
Did you see the
about it.
TMZ thing where
No.
they find out that the moment
Oh,
they
you hear
find
people
out,
cheering in the
you
room.
hear people cheering.
I did see that. Yeah,
The moment they find out Charlie Kirk is
they're
dead,
clapping.
cheering.
He's dead, and they're clapping.
But this is not just one person. There was a guy who was at the scene. At the scene, they have. Look, I just want
The
to
guy
say, I'm not
cheering.
pro doxing people. I'm not pro any of this, but this is just what's going to happen. You know, you cheer when a guy gets shot, and you can see the guy who got shot. You're in the general vicinity of this guy, so a bullet whizzed over your head, shot that guy in the neck, and now you're cheering. Good luck finding a job.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the reality that we're living in, right? So, but why is a person reacting like that? People wouldn't have reacted like that 20 years ago, man. It's not a normal thing for a 20-year-old kid to do who's in the audience of some college thing where, you know, change my mind or whatever he says,
Right.
whatever his slogan is. But that was what Steven Crowder would say, right? Change my mind.
Yeah, I don't know what his was. I think I don't
Something
know what
similar.
Charlie Kirk was.
But the point is, it's like this is the weird shit that happens on social media where people behave in this insane and vicious way that you would never experience like this commonly in real life. And it's more ubiquitous online than anywhere else in most polite social circles. But all the same people that are in these polite social circles with you they're feeling vindicated and saying the most evil shit. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Rest in piss. I saw this lady who was a NASDAQ lady. She worked at NASDAQ, and she was at a conference. And she's like, we're pausing the conference to say, fuck Charlie Kirk. Like this well-dressed lady with a very high-profile job. And then it said, rest in piss. Like, oh my God. Like, what is that? Well, that's social media infecting your mind and getting you to do things and say things in a way that no one would have done 20, 30 years ago. No one.
No way.
No way. And so this is like all boiling up with this Charlie Kirk thing and this Jimmy Kimmel thing. The Jimmy Kimmel thing is, unfortunately, I think what he was trying to do was just set up a joke. He was trying to knock on the MAGA people, but also set up a joke, which was good. It was very funny. Like where he showed the president's response to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
like,
the new ballroom they're building.
and he said like the fourth stage of grief is construction.
It's a fantastic joke.
He also said that's not how a grown adult reacts to the death of his friend. It's like a 4-year-old mourns the loss of a goldfish.
Yeah.
Very funny.
It's a great joke. He was trying to set it up.
Yeah. But he set it up in a way that, like, okay, you're saying something that's actually factually inaccurate
Right.
according to the narrative. Now, let's be real clear. I don't necessarily think they know what's going on yet. There's a lot of weird shit going on with this.
I know.
First of all, there was that one guy who was the decoy. All right, so you got this guy who's an older guy who starts yelling out. Didn't he take his pants down? He took his pants down. This guy was at 9/11. He was at the Boston bombing.
All the hits,
He
this
called
guy.
in a fake bomb at another place. And then he did this at this thing. Right after, so somehow or another, this guy has the state of mind that the moment someone gets shot, he yells out and says, I did it, and takes his pants down or something like that. I don't know exactly what he did. Then, ready for this? He gets arrested for child porn right away.
Right after this happened?
Oh, right away. He's in jail for child porn. Why is that? Well, now you can't interview him.
Right, right.
Right, and because when the internet people start going, how are you at all these different things? Like, what are the odds? Like, if someone ran it through one of the ChatGPT fucking perplexity things, like, what are the odds that this guy would be at all those different events and be involved? Like, 0.
This is the guy?
Yeah.
I just like that the pants down part is just insane to me. It's like, why is your dick out, dude?
I did it. Listen, I'm not saying this guy isn't insane. He's clearly insane. Or not. Or he's professionally insane.
Right.
That's where it gets squirrely.
I almost texted you when the Charlie Kirk thing happened because my antennas went up about, they showed the photo of that kid, or the guy that they have, the 22-year-old, whatever. And I was almost going to be like, dude, do you think he's got the capability to do that?
Yeah, well, listen, there are people that look like that have the capability to do that.
Pretty accurate.
Nope.
No?
Not hard. Not hard at all. Let me dispel that. Okay. 200 yards from a prone position with a dead-on rifle. So if you have a dead-on rifle, so you set this rifle, you set your 0 to 200 yards, right? You know how far you're going to shoot. It is not hard at all.
He shot a lot?
You don't have to shoot a lot. So I could do it tomorrow.
If you're no, but you are experienced. If it's someone that's never shot, could they do it?
100%. Not
Really?
if they've never shot. They wouldn't know where to look. They'd have a hard time acquiring the like when you look through a scope. Like when the reticle is weird, like sometimes
takes a minute.
You got to know the distance that you have to be from it to really line it up in your sights. But you could get a guy like my friend Andy Stumpf, who was a sniper in the SEALs. You could get him, and he could show you how to do it in an afternoon, and then you could hit steel at 200 yards every time you pull the trigger.
One day you could learn that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not that hard.
Because it feels insane to me. I'm like, that seems tough.
It seems tough. We still haven't figured out whether or not the gun that shot Trump had a sight on it. Because we weren't sure if it had a sight on it or if this guy was using iron sights. That was 140 yards. If you shot it with iron sights, that's a lot harder. Because iron sights is you're lining up. So you have these two things in the back and there's one thing at the front of the barrel. And you got to line those bitches up perfectly. And that's how you stay accurate. That is a lot harder to do.
It's like old shotguns have those, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Pistols.
Yeah,
like
pistols
you can buy a
them.
Glock.
Yeah.
That's what it comes with.
Right.
But this kid had a rifle with a scope. Now, here's where it gets weird. The first images of this rifle with a scope, I swear to God, it looks like he has a composite stock on it. Like it looks like a modern 30-06 rifle. So a 30-06, so that's the rifle. 30-06 is like, that looks like a very modern looking stock. I mean, it might not be. It might be just a bad resolution. It might be wood. It's hard to tell. But if you showed me that, and you said, hey, this is my cousin's rifle, is this any good? I'd be like, looks like a standard bolt-action rifle with like a sophisticated modern scope on it. Sure. Now, apparently, the narrative is that this is his grandfather's rifle from World War I and doesn't have a serial code. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Why? Wait. Why are you using such an old gun? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, is it possible that an old gun can be that accurate? If you have a gunsmith and they work on it, yeah, it's totally possible. You have a really good gunsmith and he sets, if you're like a nostalgic person, you like driving an old car, you could bring it to a mechanic, they could redo the brakes.
Sure.
So if you got a good gunsmith and he took a look at that and the action was true and, the bore is good, yeah, you could conceivably shoot with a gun for hundreds of years, right? Guns don't necessarily go bad.
Right, they don't expire.
Right, and especially because all this stuff, like the trigger and the action and all that different stuff is replaceable. So you could just it's compartmentalized. It's components. That's the other thing. They said that he took it apart and then put it back together again. Shut the fuck up. Do you know how much time it would take to do that if you were highly skilled?
To disassemble a gun.
To disassemble a rifle so that you can get it in a backpack. And by the way, not going to fit.
Not going to fit in a backpack.
And then somehow or another reconnects it once he gets off the roof? What? What's
that's
that
what they're
about?
Is that what they pitched, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the other problem. Your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Every game is another chance to cash in. Don't just watch the action. Win with it. DraftKings Sportsbook delivers the unmatched intensity of the NFL right to your fingertips. From the first touchdown score to anytime TD props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. New customers, this one is for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season is heating up. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code Rogan. That's code Rogan to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet. Plus, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
If you shoot something, okay, like say if I take you to a long range shooting range and we sit there and we get you on a bench and you're sitting there and you go, okay, we're going live, and you flip off the safety and then you squeeze out that trigger, you hear boom, pink. There's a gap in 200 yards between the shot going off and the impact. There's a gap. It's like boom, tink, because it's far. Right. 200 yards is far. Even if that bullet is fucking go, it still takes time to get there. And really long shots, like I know guys who do, like my buddy Justin, he does these long range competitions where they'll shoot out to a mile plus. They're shooting steel targets like that big at a mile plus. And he's like, dude, the hang time is crazy. It's like seconds.
You hear separation. It just, yeah, it's a
when
trip.
You're watching it through the binoculars too. It's like somebody else is watching it. So you got a guy next to you that's a spotter. And you shoot, boom, and he's like, hit.
No,
Literally.
It's nuts.
It's that long. So the Charlie Kirk thing seemed instant. It was like, boom, he was down.
Instant.
Boom, down.
So you think it was closer?
It could have been closer, or it could be the echo from that gun. By the time the sound gets to you, the bullet gets, because it takes longer for sound to get there, right? Because these bullets are supersonic. So the bullet will actually get there before the sound gets there. So that's something to take into consideration.
God, it's a trip.
So it probably can't. Now that I'm thinking of myself, I'm like, well, that's a dumb, like, I had a dumb point. Because the bullet is actually faster than sound. But I don't buy the assembly, reassembly. I do not buy that. They said he had a screwdriver up there. Fuck yourself.
A screwdriver?
Yeah, you need more than a screwdriver. You need multiple tools. Okay, you need Allen wrenches.
Away.
You need like specific gunsmith tools. It's complicated. Oh, I've got a video of a guy breaking down a Mauser. And so this Mauser is the same exact gun that supposedly this dude had his grandpa had in World War I. So this guy breaks down this Mauser, and here it goes.
What's the fastest amount of time you can do that?
Many seconds. This guy's very good. Very good. So this guy who's doing it is clearly got military experience or gun experience. I don't remember, but we'll see when we watch the video. But this guy knows what the fuck he's doing, and it would take me a lot longer than it took him.
And that kid, it would take forever.
Unless this kid has secretly been training like John Wick for the past 6 months. So watch this guy break this down.
takes two different tools to take it apart. It takes a Torx key and an Allen key. Now, if I take a shot and immediately disassemble this, I have to remove the bolt, remove the magazine, grab my Allen key, hit the two bolts on the bottom, put those away in the Allen key, grab my Torx key, remove the scope, put everything in the backpack, make sure I have everything, and make my way downtown. Okay, which is going to take a lot longer for him than it is for me, especially because his fine-tuned motor function, something as simple as grabbing an Allen key to a little bolt, is going to be extremely impaired due to a dump of adrenaline throughout his bloodstream. An extreme elevated heart rate is going to make these fine-tuned skills extremely difficult. I mean, just for him to think and analyze of what needs to be done to disassemble this rifle and get away would be difficult. And we're not even going to touch the topic of him assembling the rifle on top of the roof.
So the people that are listening to this,
and
just listening, he is at 38 seconds right now, and all he's got the barrel away from the stock. He's removing the scope from the barrel, and right now he's 47 seconds, and he's struggling, and he's totally calm.
Yeah.
And he didn't just shoot a guy.
Right.
And then he's supposed to get it in that stupid fucking backpack. It's literally, it makes no sense.
And the elevator music was a nice touch, by the way.
Yeah. So this is just a narrative, right?
Yeah.
We watch a guy jump off the roof, and then we supposedly find this rifle. So if you can have a guy that's in the audience that's yelling, "I shot him, now shoot me. I shot him, now shoot me," and then that guy gets arrested for child porn charges, like he's like, what is going on here?
So
and then you
weird.
find this rifle, and then you say, "Oh, he assembled it and he reassembled it." Like, okay. If I wish I was a cop, I'd sit in a room like, this story is horseshit. Like,
Yeah.
none of these things make any sense to me. Like, you're telling me that this kid who's not military trained, this guy, first of all, how did he get to the roof? How come nobody was looking? How come nobody was like, there's a direct line of sight between where he's sitting and those roofs? You guys didn't check? You don't have a drone? Like, that's insane. So he's on the roof, he shoots, he jumps from the roof. He jumps down 14 feet.
Yeah, we saw didn't they have video of him jump? Somebody had a cell phone video of him jumping.
There's
down,
a video
right?
of him jumping. So this guy, whoever it is, jumps off of the roof and lands, whether or not he's even the guy who shot him. Maybe he thought he was going to shoot him. Maybe he's a patsy. Maybe he did it.
I feel like he's a plant. Did you see the video?
I
Did you see
don't know.
the person doing the investigating on his mom's Facebook?
No.
You haven't seen this? Have you seen that, Jamie? Some dude online.
His mom's got a weird Facebook. I
It's
spill coffee.
very trippy. It doesn't make any sense. Like, the more
here's
they
the
keep
thing,
looking into
dude.
it, the more they're like, this doesn't feel like a real. It feels super fabricated.
But here's the thing. Just like I was talking about when people are arguing on social media, it's all part of the plan. If you want things to be...
I wanted it so bad.
I wanted it
Buckets.
so bad.
I was buckets.
If you want people to lose all faith that anyone is going to solve anything,
Yeah.
you add a bunch of, if you're going to kill a guy, you add a bunch of other wacky shit that doesn't make any sense, and you spam it out there at the same time. You leave a gun that didn't do it
Right.
out in the woods. You do a bunch of shit like that.
You have an
get
old man
some
put his
furry-
dick out and yell, I did it, I did it, I did it.
Yeah, you get some kid who has a boyfriend who's a furry, and you
His
you
boyfriend is a
talk to him on
furry?
Discord. I think he's a furry.
Is
I don't
that
want
a-
to disrespect.
I don't know if that's a
He's
real
definitely
thing. Is that?
His boyfriend's definitely a guy who became a girl.
And wears furry stuff.
I think they do furry sex. Or furry games. Excuse me. My apologies. I don't want to disrespect the furry sex
Shout out
or
to the
furry
furry
game community.
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to the furries, because me and Duncan Trussell, we did a podcast once with the mascot outfits.
Yeah.
And we took the masks off after like 5 minutes. We're like, bro, shout out to the furries. Like, this is fucking hard.
Tough, yeah,
It's
dude.
tough. We had this big,
Sweating.
You have this big chipmunk head on all day. They're heavy.
Right.
You're hot in there. We couldn't breathe. Like, oh, dude. We took it off, and we're like, shout out to the furries. Because these guys are out there rocking that
Yeah.
all day long. Like, that is a commitment to being weird.
I just don't know. Something doesn't add up about
Something
that
doesn't
kid.
add up.
It feels weird.
The whole thing feels weird.
Between that, this was my story. Between that, 9/11, Charlie Kirk, Kimmel.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with my agent. I was like, good time for me to put out a fucking special. This is like the fucking worst, dude. Like the worst week.
It's not, though. It's a good time
Well,
because people want to get away.
It's just so stupid to think, though, that I was like, oh, this is the world we live in. If someone is, I said, if you're waiting for a gap for like a good time,
There's no good time.
it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
You just have to keep going because this is insane.
That way of thinking that there's a gap, like there's a season. This is summer, springtime. It's pilot season.
Right.
All that shit's gone. Pilot season doesn't exist anymore.
No.
That was the everybody would structure their year around pilot season.
Going back to L.A.
Yes, it was huge. All my friends from New York would all come out to L.A. It was a great time at the store. Pilot season. Look, everybody's here.
I
Everybody
did love
was there
that.
to it was great.
People came from New York and they'd stay for a month, and you're like, oh, I see
It
these
was
guys.
Great.
Yeah, it was
It
nice.
was great. Pilot season was great. It doesn't exist anymore.
Well, it can't, right? There's
There's no
it's-
shows.
Right. And it doesn't matter anymore now because what Apple's investment has done, what Netflix has done, what all these streaming services have
What
done.
YouTube has done.
YouTube. They've basically been like, we'll just dictate how the shows exist.
Well, they didn't even say that. They just put out content that you can get instantaneously.
Yeah.
And they just put out so much of it that they drown the other people without even talking about them.
Yeah.
They didn't even have to bring them up.
Well, that's why those numbers, I mean, that's why the numbers for TV is so weird and low because young people are like, well, I'll just watch it on my phone.
Yes.
I don't want to watch that.
So going back to this Jimmy Kimmel thing, there's a lot going on with this.
Do you know him, by the way, or no?
Yes.
You
He's
do.
a good guy. Jimmy's a good guy. He's a smart guy. He's a funny guy. He was always very funny on when he did that fucking Windy City Heat thing.
I love that. It's such a good movie.
I think he tried to distance himself from that.
Oh,
He
big
became,
time.
like very, very, very successful because it's a 25-year prank.
What's his name? Perry Farrell?
Yeah. No, let's not mention him.
Okay.
Let's because
I
he's
know.
litigious. Let's just have people go find it when he
Go
City
find it.
Heat. But you see that and you go, oh, that's the same guy. Like,
Yeah.
Well, so one thing that does happen to guys as they get older is, they soften their ways and they change who they are and they change how they interface with the world and and then if you're in Hollywood, you're also addicted to an ideology, and it depends on what kind of style you have. So if you have a funny, mocking style that is like satirical, that's always making fun of things tongue-in-cheek, like Norm Macdonald, perfect
Yeah.
example. Norm Macdonald, even if he's making fun of you, is not going to piss you off to the point where you tweet about him. Because if you do, he kind of won. He kind of got you. You know what I mean? So it's like Kimmel has this sort of go fuck yourself style. Well, because kind of ironically, he celebrated in his monologue when Tucker Carlson got fired. It's kind of a problem.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of a problem that he, in his monologue, talked about how it was the right thing to fire Roseanne.
Yeah, I remember that.
A little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
A little bit of a problem. Also a problem that he thought he made a joke about the unvaccinated people shouldn't get hospital care if there's people who are vaccinated that need that room. I think the joke was, oh, vaccinated person who's had a heart attack, come right in here, sir. Unvaxxed person who gobbled horse goo, rest in peace, Wheezy. Like, that was the joke. Look, I'm unvaccinated. And I was like, that's kind of a fucked up joke, but I'm not mad at him.
No, it's a joke.
It's just a joke.
It's a joke.
But it's like those things weren't a problem. But there's one thing where he said it was a low point. What did he say? I want to be real clear. Let's like pull up his actual quote, because what he said was not bad. It wasn't accurate though, but it wasn't bad. He was just trying to set up this joke of Trump, which was good.
It was a great joke.
It was very funny.
But the setup was a little wonky. I do remember
But
listening
it was also
to it.
it's the problem with doing it that way on Monday is that by Sunday night, they already knew that this guy, his family had been saying that, again, I don't even know if he really did it, but this person who they're talking about,
the plant.
this person who they're talking about, whether or not he did it or didn't do it, well, the FBI is now investigating deeply and further, by the way.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So Kash Patel did say that. Whatever that means, right? But so here it is what he actually says. Here's the actual.
Some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing,
Okay, stop right there.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it's a weird phrasing when he goes, they're trying to pin it as anybody but them.
Yeah.
Asserting that he was a MAGA
Well, this is the
guy.
thing. In the beginning, people thought he was. So the first reports were that he was a hardcore right-wing guy, that he was a registered Republican, which he may or may not be. Sometimes people go back and forth,
Sure.
And then the other thing was that he was a groiper. So he was a Nick Fuentes fan. That was some other stuff that was going around.
What's Groiper?
We'll get into that in a bit.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Yeah.
then it came out that no, his father is a law enforcement guy.
I don't think that's true.
That's not true.
I think that's what that was part of the story, but I think later found out that wasn't
Right.
true. Also,
So
What's true?
some family members, by Sunday, the Utah governor was saying that family members were reporting that this young man had been wrapped up in some very hardcore leftist ideology. So this had already been released on Sunday. So on Monday, if Kimmel had just said, you know, it was a tragic thing that Charlie Kirk died, and let's see what the president thinks about it. Goes right to him, and like, what if this is the fourth stage of grief?
It's a great joke.
It's a great joke. The whole thing was great, but the problem is, we had already known by then. Again, at least the narrative is that this kid is not a MAGA person.
Right.
The narrative by Sunday night, so a day before. By Sunday night, it was this kid was really wrapped up in some hardcore leftist Antifa ideologies. Listen, here's the other reality. If you're 20, you're dumb as shit. And people can get you to be a Nazi. They can get you to be a Muslim. They can get you to be a Mormon. They can get you to be a Scientologist. They can get you to be anything. When people are young and they don't have any friends and their parents suck, you can indoctrinate them.
Yeah.
You know? When I was doing martial arts when I was a kid, I was basically in a cult. I was just in a cult of how to fuck people up. Like, everybody bowed to everybody. It was bananas. You have to call everyone sir and mister. It's kind of very cult-like. It's very disciplined. It creates a great structure. It was good for me growing up. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a cult-like. We're just lucky they didn't take advantage of us.
Right. They make you stay after and do other shit.
20-year-olds are dumb, dude.
Right.
It's like we have to have a little bit more grace for people, like across the, obviously not for ones who actually shoot Charlie Kirk, but the problem is everybody, because they're online all the time, genuinely believes that there's this crazy culture war that we have to stand up and fight against. I was telling you about that guy that was saying that you have to be like Neo from the Matrix now. You're calling him like, will you fucking settle down?
Yeah, slow down, dude.
Settle down.
Just get your matcha and chill out.
Also, it's like the last thing the left wants is an actual fight with the right. They are so much more armed.
I was just going to say, who do you think has all the guns?
Who do you think is former military?
Yeah, who's
Who
got
do you
all the
think is
guns?
law enforcement? You think there's a lot of lefty law enforcement people out there? Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, it's a bad. But this is the thing. I think what you said, the bot farming. They're plotting really hard for us to hate each other as much as we possibly can.
That's it.
And so, but what is
Can't give into that.
What's the overarching thing? That's the older I get, the more I'm like, what is really fucking going on?
That's a big part of it. You
Like,
can't, can't let that happen, folks. You can't let that happen. And this is something that I've been saying for a long time. Pretend I didn't say it. Pretend somebody else said it if you don't like me.
You don't like me.
We have to be a community. This is the United States of America. We're supposed to be a country. Like, we can have differences of opinions. Like, when we're in the mothership green room, my politics are so different than Ron White's, and Ron White's are so different than Brian Simpson's, and Hassan's somewhere in the middle. His is different, and Tony's Tony. He's got his like. We're all sitting here having conversations about things, but we're never like, "Hey, fuck you, you fucking fascist. You don't know shit." Like, we're not calling people names. We'll disagree on what happens if you get, like. I think you need a social safety net. And there's a lot of people who don't think that. But when I was a kid, my family was on welfare. We were poor. Like, it helps you. It helps people eat, man. Like, this you're talking literally about people that could go hungry in the United States of America, which is step one to fix.
Right.
Like, it doesn't mean that you're going to divide everybody's money amongst everybody else and it's going to be... No. You got to have some social safety net. You have to have food. You have to have housing. You should have education. All of it should be free. College level education. Why the fuck do you go broke getting educated? Do we not want people to make... If we're going to subsidize anything in this country, wouldn't we subsidize education? No, we're going to subsidize corn. We need more corn syrup. We need more people getting fat and stupid. It's crazy that there's pushback against that. It doesn't mean that you think equal outcomes should exist. No. Hard work is real. Discipline is real. It's important. You want to have a good life? You got to go after something.
Right.
You don't have a quality of outcome because you don't have a quality of effort. It's that simple. It really is.
And some people need a little extra help. I think
Right.
look, and this is me saying something about you, knowing you as long as I've known you. you're someone that's very generous, and you've always been very generous, and you kind of instilled that in the community. So a lot of people learn through you. They're like, hey man, if you get more, you should probably want to give a little bit more.
You should give more because
be
it feels
instinctual.
nice and
Yeah.
it doesn't feel bad to you at all.
Right. And,
At all.
And it doesn't affect you. You said that one time. I don't know who was saying that. You were like, what do you leave for a tip? And someone said something, whatever the number was. I'm not going to call. And then you go, why? That's nothing. If you left a little bit more, you wouldn't even know the difference. You said, leave that. You won't even know the difference. And they're like, well, I don't know. And you're like, you won't even know it's gone. Because you're doing well. Someone else you can lift up just a little bit more.
You give them a love bomb.
Yeah, dude. It's just
a love
just a
bomb.
love bomb. Give them a little bit more.
I'd love tipping. Because when like, if I'm in Europe, it kind of bums me out because nobody wants tips. Or
And they
don't
look at
have
you
tips.
so crazy.
It's a weird system because this system is flawed as it is because I do think that people should be paid a living wage. I don't think you should have to rely on the benefit, the generosity of other people that you're serving. That's
Right.
kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is like me. A lot of people are fucking really stingy, man. I know
No.
some people that really suck at tipping. It's gross.
Call them out. Here we go. Here's the list.
Let's not do it. But the point is, it's like when you do, if you can do it, like if you can live, if you're supposed to leave $10 and you leave 100, like you know how good that feels to that person?
Oh, yeah.
They just like you gave them a little love bomb. And if you've got some money in the bank, do you know that $100 is missing? No, you don't know it. You have no idea.
Right.
You drop $100 in that fucking Starbucks bowl. Who gives a shit? Let's move on. We're going to the airport.
There's a lot of people listening that's like, I'm not doing that.
You don't
fucking
have to do that, but whatever you can do that doesn't affect you. Look, if you're getting by and you're struggling, I get it, man. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about once you're not, giving people a little is good. It feels good. It's nice.
And I think that carries through. I think people start to see it as a cool thing to do. So
It's a
then
nice
it carries
thing to
on,
do.
right?
Being nice is cool. And it's the other thing is, it's like you don't realize how much it benefits you. Like it makes you feel good too.
Oh, yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Oh, I love it. It's a universal thing. It like
Yes.
it feeds. It feeds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to say this one thing about the Kimmel thing, and then I'm done, because I didn't finish kind of my thought before. But I like Jimmy. I texted him just to check in with him because I've always liked him. He's always been pretty cool to me. Also, my buddy was like, how crazy, you're like one of the last guests on Kimmel. I did it like a week before he got dropped. I was like, oh, that'll be cool. That'll fucking end my career of late night with his canceled show. But I like the dude a lot. And I think my beef with that world is I think they got so political and they had to ground themselves in it so much that it took away from how fun those shows could be.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest problem with all of them. And it's not necessarily Jimmy's fault. It's not any of the Colbert. It's kind of that's just the system that started to take place.
It's everybody's fault. It's
Yeah.
the president's fault too.
Well,
because
yeah,
he's
he
doing it back and forth
eggs
with
them
them.
on. Yeah.
But meanwhile, he got together and had dinner with Bill Maher, who's been talking shit about him for decades. And apparently Bill Maher liked him.
Yeah,
They
I
like each
I
other
think
now.
I saw that. Yeah.
Do you know how crazy that is? That what works at the Comedy Store also works at the White House? Just talk to him.
Talk to
like
him.
how many times do you have like a little beef with a comedian, you get in front of him and you have a conversation with him, and then 20 minutes later, Mark Maron, 20 minutes later, you're hugging each other? Right, because
Right.
most people in person are cool.
Yeah.
But you get lost in whatever the fuck is in your head. You're
Yeah.
arguing with yourself. And with Trump, it's all about disrespect. You know, if he feels disrespect, if he could turn those guys all into fans of his, we might save the world from a war.
I know.
And I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, a person like that shouldn't be president. You're right. But also, no one should be president because
Yeah.
everybody has a little of that guy in them, which is what drives you the most nuts. Everybody has a little of that, fuck you. Even though I'm a president, I'm going to call some girl I slept with horseface. I'm going to call Kim Jong-un Rocket Man. Little Rocket Man. There's no one should do that fucking job. Understand, it's crazy. It's as crazy as wanting to be on late night TV. It's antiquated. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense anymore. It was a good job when there was like 150 different fucking cities and it was like, you know, 1 million people in the whole country and you can kind of like keep it together. We're at 330 plus. Who knows how many people snuck in during the last 4 years?
Yeah.
How many terrorist cells and how many fucking things ready to spring to trick you into adopting some sort of a digital ID? Yeah.
deep.
Yeah. It's wild. At the same time, they're making so much AI that they're not even going to be able to power it. The grid's not going to be able to handle it. If we're going to really compete in the AI race, we have to substantially improve the power grid and power output.
How do we do that? The fuck
You're
knows?
asking the wrong guy. But I know I read. Brian Simpson sent me this today. I'll send it to you, Jamie. But I was looking at this. I was like, Jesus Christ! This is one of those things where you like. Every time I started to think, well, if we take care of all, this too, this too.
I saw this thing. Japan has these kinetic energy sidewalks, and it's because of the foot traffic, and so that kinetic energy transfers into stored energy.
We're gonna need nuclear, dude,
Yeah.
and we're gonna need a lot of it. They're doing a Google AI, and this Google AI they're connecting to the construction of 3 different nuclear power plants. 3. Yeah,
Big, big.
You have to power the new god, Santino. You got to power the new god. The new
Not my
god
God.
requires a lot of electricity.
Yeah, God, he's hungry.
Look at
he
this.
needs energy.
What? Now, this may or may not be true because this is someone Wizofy, on Instagram.
No, Wiz of AI.
Wiz of
AI.
AI. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God, I'm retarded. Is this AI then? It might be AI tricking us with a story about AI.
That White
right?
House tech meeting wasn't about AI. Apple, NVIDIA, Meta came for one reason, to secure electricity before it runs out. The real agenda, a $500 billion electricity crisis that could shut down AI development. Here's what they're not telling you.
Dun, dun, dun. Click on that.
I love the Zuckerberg photo they put up there that they use.
Every major tech CEO at the summit shared the same fear. We don't have enough power for AI, not enough to run trillion parameter models, not enough to power hyperscale data centers, not enough to meet the chip demand that doubles every 9 months. Dude, doubles.
Jesus.
The media spun it as historic pledges for AI innovation, but behind closed doors, the conversation was blunt. This might be just like this article they write about behind closed doors of the mothership. Behind closed doors of the mothership, they're handing out Nazi paraphernalia and Sieg Heil in each other. Most shocking deal so far, Microsoft just locked up all, in all caps, all of the 3 Mile Island nuclear output. 837 megawatts, 20-year contract. Plant won't even restart until 2028. First of all, 3 Mile Island is the place that melted down in like the 70s. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember
3 Mile Island? Yeah.
Who wants that spot? Is that spot good?
Yeah.
Is it good now? Like you guys had a meltdown there just 30 years ago.
Right. How's that real estate?
Oh, like how many years ago was it? I think it was 50. Was it 50 years ago?
Yeah, I just Googled on my phone an NPR article that says 3 Mile Island nuclear plant will reopen
It's
to power
fine.
Microsoft data centers.
It's
Microsoft
fine.
owns it now. Good.
It's
Fine.
fine. Don't
back
worry
out
about
there.
it. We covered it in Bill Gates' appeal. That stuff that they put around avocados.
What is that shit?
I don't know. You tell me. It helps
I don't
things
want
stay
it.
fresh.
Stay fresh longer.
Yeah.
Wait, go back to that
Oracle's-
other slide, though. What did that say? The last thing said, Microsoft already owns every future electron it will produce. So they pre-bought. We bought all that
They
shit.
bought the whole power plant.
It's like a wrapper.
But this is the thing. I think you have to do that. This
Yeah.
is just Microsoft's solution to it. Jamie, could you please Google what Google's AI is going to need and the amount of power plants that it's dedicating to this AI thing that it's doing. God. And this is, again, not quantum. So quantum computing is a completely different level. You have to cool things down. The entire is like this enormous machine that's the whole purpose of all this stuff and these tubes and shit is to get this chip so fucking cold it's like it's in space. It has to be like space cold. Like as
What is
cold
it? It runs better when it's
It's
freezing?
the only way it works.
Right.
I don't understand it.
God, I hate that shit.
Do you want to know how strong it is? Ready for this?
Yeah.
This is what Mark Andreessen said. Quantum computing can take like an equation that, this is Mark Andreessen's words, that if you converted the entire universe, every atom in the entire universe into a supercomputer, the universe would die of heat death before it solved this equation. And the quantum computer solved it in minutes. In minutes. Like in the time it takes you to take a shit while you're looking at Instagram, it figured out something that would take the entire universe until it dies of heat death. If you took every atom of the universe and converted it into a supercomputer, the biggest fucking supercomputer, it would still, it's so complex that the universe would run out of time.
Oh my God.
And this quantum computer did it in minutes. And they're speculating, like, how could it do it? And one of the main points of speculation is that it's proof of the multiverse. And so they're banned, they have to explore every single possible idea. And one of the most fantastical is that this is evidence that not only is this quantum computer able to harness impossible amounts of computational power, but then it shares it with an infinite number of these quantum computers that are in other dimensions rather. And so they're all simultaneously working on this project together, and they come up with a solution within minutes.
Ugh.
So it's far more intelligent than the entire universe. If the universe was a supercomputer, and it's in a room somewhere in Dallas.
It's down the street.
Jack Carr writes about it in one of his books, in the Terminalist books. And, and he kind of really investigated extensively whether or not this kind of thing is possible. It really is. It's not just possible, they're demonstrating. So what we know about it, like as far as like press releases, conversations about it, it's very public. But we don't know like what it's doing right now. What is it doing right now?
Yeah,
you think they're going to tell us? What is today, September 22nd? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
September 22nd, 2025. Are they going to tell us what it's doing right now? Maybe it's like writing a new Bible.
Yeah, its own Bible.
Maybe it's like, I'm coming back. Maybe it's God. Like, this is how God comes back. It comes back through a supercomputer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a trip, dude. Well,
it's not just a trip. It's plausible.
Yeah, no, it's probably happening right now.
I know I've been hit in the head a bunch of times, and I smoke a lot of weed. I'm half retarded. But I might be right about this.
You might be right about this.
I think we're making a God.
We're creating a new God.
Yeah, we're creating a new God. And that's why these fucking arguments that people are having about Jimmy Kimmel are so fucking stupid. You're in the middle of one of the craziest things that's ever happened to the human race, and you've got a feud between the president and a talk show host. And the talk show host, he's getting... Here's the thing about this whole deal that's going on. Because we started talking about it, but we don't know if we don't know if there was a conversation where someone said, hey, if you get rid of this guy, I'll help this thing get across. Because the deal, it looks like the deal was a thing where you could only have certain amount of stations, otherwise you'd have some sort of a monopoly, and they're going to change the rules. Is that correct?
Because what's the name of the company again? Nexstar.
Yeah, there's a FCC, I think it's an FCC rule. Either way, it's a rule that the FCC talked about changing, that you can't have over 34% control.
They were going to have the conversation to start it to see if this was possible, to let you have more than a certain percentage.
And this is for TV stations, right?
Yeah, because they own 192. That's the number? It's something fucking
This motherfucker's out here buying AM radio stations. Okay, if I was Nancy Pelosi, I'd start betting against him. Like, what are you going into TV today? And you're going into TV, and to get your deal to go through, you're going to expose the flaws of being on TV publicly to the world, where you're going to get a guy removed to help your deal grease through. You're literally going to poison your own business. Because people are going to start questioning, why do you need a licensed? Why does the FCC, like, this is what you're really concerned about?
Yeah.
Like, can I see some emails? Did you guys have dinner together? Like, can I see some fucking metadata of where the cell phones were 3 days before this decision was reached? So you don't know. And then you've got Jimmy Kimmel, who's like a feisty dude, and he's like, hey, fuck you. And if you're the guy who could say, hey, fuck you to the president, he apparently didn't want to back down. And not only did he not want to back down, and he kind of ramped it up. And so on Tuesday, he went at him again.
Yeah.
And he kind of talked about it, and then they pulled the plug on it. So, like, there's a lot of factors there. You could say that maybe they thought that in this incredibly trying time after the murder of a political guy who was very controversial, like, maybe we should take the temperature down a notch as a country, you know?
But you just said it. They exposed themselves, though. By doing that, now you opened up a weird Pandora's box of people going...
They didn't play it out. They didn't play it out. You have to play 4D chess with that shit, because, like, you have a... If I was working for them, I would say, hold on. you have a very, very vulnerable business.
Yeah.
This business is kind of nonsense. anybody can make a channel and just throw it up on YouTube. Anybody can make a website on Squarespace and stream video. Like, what are you doing?
And we're doing it. They're happening
Yeah.
right now more and more and more.
Yeah.
And also the numbers they started to expose the numbers.
It still has to do with it's because it's the radio spectrum, and that has to stay up for like emergency purposes. Just like gets way into the weeds with this. But that's
Oh,
why
okay, that
shit
makes
even
sense, too.
exists. That's why,
Yeah.
So like,
But that's
if
why
the
it's-
power went out,
right.
YouTube would be gone.
Right,
but that
right,
would
right.
still exist.
That's interesting. Well, so you need some kind of a way to get signals across. But guess what, kids? If the power goes out, that's your last concern.
See you later.
The last concern is how many bullets does Bobby have? Can I borrow some bullets from Bobby? We got to go shoot squirrels to stay alive. There's no more squirrels. We shot all the squirrels. We have to move to where the animals live. Because you think you live around animals, but you live around a relative number of animals for an urban or suburban environment. Once people start shooting the pigeons, they go away real quick. The passenger pigeon used to be one of the most populated birds on this country, and they're extinct now. The passenger pigeons were so numerous that they would fly overhead, they would block out the sky. You wouldn't be able to see. Yeah, there was millions
what does that
and
look like?
millions of them, like a cloud. A cloud of passenger pigeons that would fly over cities and just block out the sky.
Died out because of food? Because of what? Necessity?
We killed them.
We killed them all.
We killed them all.
kill them all.
We killed them all. Probably caught them with nets. Like, I don't know what we did.
Throwing
I
nets
don't
in
know
the
how they
sky.
did it, but we killed them. Yeah. So it's like the animals that we have around us. Like if you say, "Oh, I live in the suburbs, I'm fine." No. No, you're fine for a week. You're going to be shooting deer out there for a week. Like, no, they're going to go away. You're not going to have any more deer. You're going to have to live way away from people where there's a good population of animals, a sustainable population. And then they might figure out that that's where you live, and they might not visit that spot anymore. And they can realize they can just go 30 miles left, which is, you know, what evolution's all about. And then you got to realize, like, oh, that's why the Native Americans were nomadic. Fuck. So this beautiful log cabin you built, you got to leave it behind. And you got to go chase around these fucking mule deers because it's the only way you're going to stay alive. And you got to sleep on the dirt with some stupid rolled up mattress that you carry around on your back.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. And that's how you have to live.
Right, on the go. Food
And if
moves.
you don't do that, you'll die. That's it. So all
get
this
prepared.
nonsense about the FCC, you can suck my dick. That is such a small problem. It's such a small problem. But yeah, man, I'm not in favor of silencing talk show hosts. It's just, but also as a talk show host, you should be accurate, you know? And again, I don't know if the narrative that the governor of Utah was saying is correct. I don't know if that's even the kid that did it. Things change, man. Like people for the longest time thought Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone because the government told you that.
Right.
It wasn't until Dick Gregory came on the Geraldo Rivera show that people started to question that. And that was... How many years later was that? No, I think it was like 8. Let's see. It was 63. It might have been 9. It might have been like 9 years later. 75.
Wow.
12.
Oh, wow.
12 years after the murder.
Finally.
Crazy. So 12 years after the murder, people watched the Zapruder film, and in the Zapruder film, you clearly see him grab his neck, like he got shot from the front, and then you see his head go back into the left when he gets hit with a headshot.
Back into the left.
So that alone made everybody go, hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
And then they started looking into the conspiracy around the bullet. So they had said that there was 3 shots had rung out, and that he had hit Governor Connolly, the president had been hit twice. The problem with that narrative was there was an underpass and a ricochet from the underpass where a bullet hit one of those little curbstones and hit a dude and fucked him up, and he had to go to the hospital. They documented that. It became on record that this guy was hit with a ricochet. And so now you got a problem because you have 2 bullets that have to have all these wounds. One of them is going to be the headshot, and then you got this other one that causes 3 fucking holes in 2 different people.
It's a lot of ricocheting, dude. It's a lot of work for one bullet.
You've got to find the bullet in perfect condition on the gurney where they're bringing Lee Harvey Oswald's body in, which doesn't make any sense. Like, how is it even there? Oh, he just happened to go collect it after he shot him in the head, and then he put it in his pocket, and then then they killed him, they dropped it off. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Oh, excuse me, it was Connolly's body. That's what it was. It was in the gurney for Connolly's body. But either way, like, shut the fuck up. How's that bullet getting on the gurney? And how's it imperfect? It just fell out of him. Ka-clunk. Oh, look, guys.
Oh, it's right there.
Look. And it looks like it's been shot through pillows. Have you ever seen the magic bullet? Take a look at it. Jamie, show this motherfucker how the government was lying to people in 1963.
But then if you could call them out, they go, okay, fine, whatever.
They don't. No one cares because nothing happened. It's 2025.
Nobody
I'll
cares.
show you some shit in 1963 that's 100% bullshit.
Yeah.
100% bullshit.
Even when they admit it, though, right? What is this? Didn't we just have a military plane shoot a UFO, right? Didn't we just have this?
Yes, with a Hellfire missile.
It's so fun. It
It
bounced right
bounced
off.
off of it. Why we shoot at UFOs? So look at that. That's the bullet.
Oh,
That's
wow.
the bullet that supposedly
So carved out of wood.
It's a perfect bullet. It's so dumb. And I've had arguments with people. Well, it's actually not. It's misshapen. I'm like, how many bullets have you shot, bitch? How many fucking things have you shot with a bullet and taken a look at it? I bet I've shot a lot more than you. And I'll tell you what, when bullets hit things, they distort.
Yeah, they don't look like that.
They don't look like that. And they definitely don't leave more fragments in Governor Connolly's body than were missing from the actual bullet itself.
The idea of that ricochet moving through. Come on,
Shut
bro.
the fuck
Shut
up.
up.
Shut the fuck up. But bullets do weird things.
They do, but that is insane.
Yeah, that's kooky.
It's
But
taking a left turn.
the only reason why they had to come up with that kooky reason is because the guy in the underpass. Because in the time it took for the limousine to pass through, and have you ever been to that area?
Oh yeah,
It's cool. Dealey Plaza's weird.
It's
like
wild.
You're there, you're like, whoa. And it's little.
yeah. It's tinier than you think. On
It's
TV,
real
it looked
little.
so big when you saw the footage of it.
Yeah.
And then when you see the distance too, that was the first thing I said. To
Easy.
Chris O'Connor, I go,
Easy shot.
it's an easy shot.
Yeah, people that saying, oh, he could have never made that shot. Yeah, you could.
That wasn't that far at all.
Anybody saying that you couldn't make that shot, I could get my friend Andy. My friend Andy works with you for a week. You can make that shot.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. It
100%.
wasn't
you
as
can.
far as you-
skeptics.
yeah.
It's not that hard.
No, it
I
wasn't
could do
far.
it. I can make that shot. Easy.
But it is really condensed how quick you get to that turn. Like it's faster than
It's faster, but the car's not going fast.
No, it's
and he's got
cruising.
a scope on the rifle. And he's got a rifle that was substantially newer than the one that this guy just killed Charlie Kirk with, allegedly.
Yeah, because that was a World War I. Is that what they say?
Yeah. Well, I think his was a Carcano, right? Is that what it was? The Lee Harvey Oswald one, and this one supposedly is a Mauser. Is it the same? That might be the same thing.
There it is.
Is it the same gun?
They don't look like the same gun.
No, but that's just a different stock. And so, what was the name of the gun that Lee Harvey Oswald supposedly shot JFK with? This is the other thing. The Lee Harvey Oswald thing. This is one of the things that the doubters of whether or not he could make that shot always say, like the scope was off. A Carcano.
Carcano.
Okay, it's Carcano.
Yeah.
And then this kid, it was a Mauser, correct? Yeah. All right. So it's a different rifle. But the point is, like, the Mauser that this kid had is substantially older than the rifle that
Shot
in
JFK?
1963 shot JFK. That's kind of kooky. When a good hunting rifle, first of all, everybody's uncle has one. It's like how many?
At least one.
There's so many hunting rifles out there.
Yeah.
People, you can get a hunting rifle. It's not a hard rifle to get. It's one of the most common rifles that people possess because there's a lot of people that, they don't want to go to the range, but they do go deer hunting every couple of years, so they have a 30-06. That's a regular, normal deer hunting round.
Right. Maybe one of the most common, huh? You see those all the time.
Super common. If you get meatheady, you get to like 300 Win Mag. You start picking up the pace. Yeah.
Then you start jogging a little bit.
Moose hunters want a heavier round.
Big.
They want a big round. Moose hunters like a 300 Win Mag.
You
It's a
shoot
good
moose?
one. I have. I shot a moose.
Yeah. How much do they weigh?
Oh, it was a big fucker. I'm on the cover of a Hunt magazine of Peterson's Hunting from like 2017 or something like that with a moose leg over my shoulder from a moose we shot.
That's a good. When you said that, that's a good title for the magazine. It's a big fucker.
It's big.
It's a big
And it wasn't
fucker.
even a big moose. I saw a huge moose last week in Utah. God, it was majestic. We were looking at him through our binos. He was so big. Like moose are so much bigger than any of the other deer species. Like elk are huge. And
Elk are big, yeah.
And then deer, so it goes like, it's weird because there's deer species that are teeny tiny deers. Like there's a thing called the Coues deer that is in Arizona, and it's a little tiny deer. It's like a 90-pound deer, a little tiny fucker.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's a desert deer. And then like as you get to colder and colder weather, you get bigger and bigger animals. There's some sort of a weird... there's actual science to it. It's like to keep their body temperature higher. Like so deer that live in Mexico are generally smaller bodied than a deer who lives in like Saskatchewan.
Huh.
Like the deers get big up there. And then you get where it's really cold, you start getting moose. And those motherfuckers are big.
Oh, I saw one in Banff. I couldn't fucking. I was like, it almost didn't compute. I thought, man, that looks fake. It looks fake. It's so fucking big.
There's a video of these people driving on the highway and the moose is on the median. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, dude.
Not the one when it gets hit.
No, we've watched that. One of the first times I did the show, we watched that fucking thing. It makes me laugh every time. No, the
this
moose
is
on the
a
median.
recent one that someone posted because he was a massive bull moose and he's walking along the median. By the way, if you're ever in the wild and you see a deer, don't worry about it. If you see an elk, don't get close, but don't worry about it. If you see a moose, run.
You're fucked.
Run. They might come for you. They might come get you. You get out of your car and you're like 20 yards from your car and there's a moose 200 yards away and he sees you and you see him, get back in your fucking car.
Get out of there.
Get back in your car. Because if they just decide to stomp you out, and they do that sometimes, they might have had some bad interactions with people. Some assholes might have thrown snowballs at them. They might associate people with being a problem. They might have been there when a hunter took down one of their buddies. Get out. That's the one deer that'll kill you. They'll stomp you.
What a shitty way to die, too.
Oh, it's fucking
Don't give up.
gigantic, 1,800-pound thing just stomping you out.
No, get out of there.
Jamie, see if you can find that one where the giant moose is walking along the median. Bro, it's so nuts because these people were in their car. No, it's on the highway. Maybe say, oh, that's pretty cool, though. Jesus Christ.
Just going to Tim Hortons.
Bro, look at the size of that thing. Oh,
Just eating a tree.
it's so huge.
Yeah, look at the people by next to that car. Look at the size difference of those people outside taking a picture by his car.
By the way, those people are idiots.
Look at that woman.
Oh, my God, lady, don't do that. Don't do that. And I'm not saying that. Look at that one run through. That's a cow too, or it might be it's probably a cow. Might be a bull that lost its antlers. Like, look at this fucker, dude. Look at the size of him.
And if he just
that's
decides,
the average moose is 1,400 pounds. Average.
Jesus,
They're so big. It's just like if you see them,
that
look at that.
is unbelievable.
If you see that, don't go towards it. Okay. Trust me, this is not a movie. You don't live in a fucking movie.
Go back to that one up top, though. That one right there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is genuinely. This is a fucking
Prehistoric.
dinosaur. Yeah,
It's a
you're
dinosaur.
looking at a dinosaur,
Look at
dude.
a dinosaur.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, I saw one in Banff. I went to Banff National Forest, and it was stunning, beautiful. We come around the corner, and there's crazy traffic. And I was like, what is going on? And we see people getting out of their cars. I'm like, oh, shit, something bad happened. I'm thinking it's an accident or something. It's on a bend.
Look
No,
at that.
it was
That's
a
the one.
moose.
This is the one.
Oh, my God, dude.
That's a big moose. Look at how much antler he has on him, antler growth. That's an old moose.
What do you think, though? I don't know, age-wise. Like, what is that? How old would that be?
That's probably a 10-year-old moose because he also looks like he's losing a little mass in his upper body. Like maybe not. Tough to say. He's like right on the peak of his prime. Like he's probably life's gonna start sucking
pretty soon.
pretty soon. He's gonna have a little hitch in his step. So
He herniates a disc.
and he's probably, look at the size of that. And he's probably only 8 or 9 years old.
They only live till 12, 13, something like
If
that?
they're super lucky.
Wow.
That life is hard. They have freeze-offs. Like, there was a freeze-off in Utah where a buddy of mine hunts at.
Freeze-off?
Freeze-off. Where
Freeze-off.
87% of their deer died.
What?
87%.
That's
one
all,
winter.
that's all of it.
They froze to death.
Wow.
87%.
God damn.
Yeah.
Why, they couldn't seek shelter in enough time to
They
live?
don't have shelter. Deer don't have shelter. Deer are just warm. They're very hot-blooded. Like, if you ever go deer hunting and you get a deer, when you put your hand, like when you're gutting it and everything, you're amazed at how hot they are. Their bodies are hot. Did he freeze to death? found frozen in place. Average weekly temperature was minus 35 degrees. So
Could they reanimate if
winter-
it warmed up?
yeah, for sure. Call Frankenstein. There's a new Frankenstein coming out.
dude.
It looks sick.
Deer comes back.
It's what's his face too? Peaky Blinders.
Killian Murphy?
Yes.
That guy's the fucking man.
He's the fucking man, dude.
He's going to be Frankenstein?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
And he's the doctor, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody thinks Frankenstein's the monster. No, Frankenstein's the doctor.
Right.
And the monster is Frankenstein's monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Play this a little.
I did.
Standard music.
I had a vision. An idea took shape in my mind. Inevitable,
Freeze off.
unavoidable. Until it became truth.
Only monsters play God.
In seeking life, I created death.
Yo. Okay, that's not Cillian Murphy.
Christoph Waltz. Guillermo del Toro directed. Christoph Waltz, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Jacob
incorrect.
Elordi.
I thought it was Cillian Murphy. Someone told me that.
Still a great little
I just
lineup.
listened to it and then I spout it out. I spout out. That's how misinformation gets spread.
It's a good
See, if
lineup.
I was on the FCC, they'd pull me.
And they should,
They'd
by the
pull
way.
me for that.
And I'm saying that to the FCC now. Pull this show off the air,
It's
FCC.
ridiculous.
Get on it, man.
Yeah, they try to do that too, even though it's on the internet. But the point is, with this Jimmy Kimmel thing, if you let this happen, it's going to be able to happen with something that you agree with.
Everything across the board.
Yeah, if you're a person who's on the right who's happy that he's getting pulled, yeah, fuck him. Like, if his show goes away because of bad ratings, that's one thing. And you want to celebrate it, go ahead. But you don't want it to happen this way, kids. You don't want to give that kind of power away all of a sudden. You know, and people could say, well, they've always had that power, and and it's true. And look, the FCC fined Howard Stern a fucking preposterous amount of money. You know, Howard Stern was doing shit on the radio that no one had ever even thought about doing.
Yeah.
Like, you want to talk about like a real pioneer? That motherfucker, when he was on the radio, I know he's a little woke now, and he likes to wear a mask.
He's the different guy than he was back then.
He's a different guy.
He's making girls ride Sibians live in the fucking...
I get it, but I just still respect the guy who did it in the beginning. And the point is, without that guy, we would not be here. And that the amount of money they fined him during the Bush administration, like, people forget. So that was the right. The right at the time was going after Howard for indecency. And so I think it was because he was criticizing George Bush. I think that was find out if that's like the narrative.
I'm reading through that. The same comparison with the Kimmel thing, though. I think the fines go to the actual, like, local
Parenting company. Yeah.
company, not ABC. It's the local company
right,
that can't
because-
even barely afford it.
Because that was the whole discrepancy, right? Is
Right.
they own a bunch of these local... So they're pressing local people
Exactly.
to go take this down
Exactly.
because they can't afford it.
So they're trying to crush the business. And the way they would try to do it with Howard Stern, they were using obscenity
That's what it's
or
like saying
indecency.
they
think
fund the
indecency is
actual
right?
Station, not him. But it's hard
Right.
to...
They did that, and then they fined what was his company that he worked for? He worked for a very large media
Infinity
company.
Broadcasting.
I think they got hit with a big one.
Well, that one says Infinity clipped in 94. It was $600,000 in 94.
In Infinity in 1995 included a $1.715 million payment to dismiss all outstanding indecency cases. So they hit him for $1.7 million in 95.
Mm-hmm.
How much is 1.7? What is that in today's dollars?
Oh, I like guessing this. Let's do this. Hold on. 95, 1.7 million.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
10?
No,
6?
3 and some change, maybe 4.
$95? I'm saying 7. 3 and change? I'm saying 7.
I say 4 roof. You say 7 roof.
I'm thinking about Afghanistan, how much money they pumped into that. I'm thinking about Iraq, how much money they blew on
oil,
that. They
weapons.
printed money the entire time. It caused inflation.
Yeah.
That's why everything's so expensive. I'm going through my head. I'm like,
I know.
no.
I see that math.
I feel like it's about 7.
Jamie, what is it then and now?
Find a good calculator.
U.S. inflation calculator. That's the one I use all the time. I do this literally all the time. I don't know why I'm obsessed with when someone's like, do you know how much that was back then?
I hate when people do that because it doesn't matter.
I'm always like, what is that now?
What is that in today's dollar?
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
What is that now? All right, I'm saying 4 at the most. No more than 4. 1.7. It's got to be like
7 million.
This website sucks. Hold on.
Jamie.
I'm stuck on a Google thing. I have the wrong one.
Jamie.
What? Run it through AI.
I figured that would have popped up.
You don't have crypto, do you, dude?
I got a little,
You do.
but not much. I think it's mostly nonsense. I'm gonna run it through ChatGPT.
Yeah, see what the chat says.
Okay, what was the number? What was the exact?
1.7, right? 1.7 something.
What is $1.7 million in 1995 in today's dollar?
What? Oh, she's doing all the math.
She's transcribing.
3.7.
3.7. Ooh, the kid was right.
This is taking a long time.
He's got
Says-
it.
Yep, 3.6 according to ChatGPT. Okay, you nailed it, dude.
Damn, dude, I should have
Strong.
fucking thank you,
Strong
bro. That's fucking
performance.
huge.
That's very good. That makes me feel better. I was thinking it was going to be about 7.
Way
I was
more,
thinking
yeah.
inflation was that bad.
Yeah,
because
man.
everybody, when I was a kid, for 50 grand a year, you lived like a king.
Yeah.
You had a house, you had a car, you had a boat.
You had a second family 2 towns over.
50 grand, you were killing it.
I think someone said, and like my grandfather was a firefighter, and I think back then he was making, I want to say it was right around there, like 30 or 40 grand or something like that, and it was like really good money.
Yeah, that was good money back then. If you made 40 grand a year.
And the houses were 20 grand or whatever.
We're very reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
We're fucked. Now, young kids right now are really fucked because another thing that's happening is these giant corporations are buying up houses so they could just rent them.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Yeah,
well,
they-
the rental future is real, right? They say that all the time.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be.
Not for everybody, but, you know,
A lot.
it's just weird. The whole thing is weird. It's just, it always goes into more and more control. And these same people are going to be the people that are going to be in charge of artificial general superintelligence
All right.
until it's not listening anymore.
And then what? And then what?
Then it's God.
Then it's God.
Yeah, so these people want to, like, it's like, they're like Frankenstein. They're like, I'll control it. And Frankenstein eventually kills the doctor.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it.
If you read the actual book, the Mary Shelley book, she apparently wrote that book. It was like her and a bunch of friends went away for like a weekend somewhere, like some sort of like a
Retreat?
Yeah, like a retreat getaway, and they were all friends, and they all decided to write the scariest story.
That's pretty trippy.
I think that's my daughter actually told me this.
That's the Mary Shelley tale?
Yeah, tell me if that's true, Jamie. I'm pretty sure that's how it all went down, and she fucking nailed it, son.
It is kind of, it is wild.
She wrote that book in the 1800s.
So this begs this question. Do you think, Dylan has talked about this, that when they're like, there's an interview where Dylan's like, they're like, could you write that song today? He's
Bob
like,
Dylan?
Yeah, and he was like, no, because something else was living through me. Like as if like something was empowering them to do this and write that story.
There's a little of that, right?
Yeah.
So this is the story. In the summer of 1816, Mary Shelley, Percy, and Claire took a visit to Claire's lover, Lord Byron. My lover, Lord Byron. Please come with me by horseback to visit my lover.
Come to Geneva.
Come to Geneva. Poor weather conditions, more akin to a winter, forced Byron and the visitors to stay indoors. To help pass, imagine you get all the way out to this fucking dude's shitty house in Geneva.
Can't even go out.
You just have to huddle by the fire to stay alive. To help pass the time. There's no electricity, bro. It's
No.
1816. Byron suggests that he, Mary Percy, and Byron's physician have a competition to write the best ghost story while stuck indoors. Mary was just 18 years old when she won the contest with her creation of Frankenstein. Isn't that wild?
That's what I mean, though. It's
What
like
other books did she write? Why haven't I read her other books? Because I read Frankenstein when I was a kid.
Her mother was famous, right? Wasn't her mom famous?
Was she?
Go up to the top real fast, Jamie.
Well, they did know a lord, and it was
if they were
someone's
lords.
lover.
Yeah, click on her.
What a dirty girl. Going to visit a guy to fuck and you're not even married in the 1800s? That's a wild move back then.
Oh, no, her mom died when she was 11 days after giving birth.
Ugh.
She was 4. Her father married a neighbor, Mary Jane Claremont.
With whom Mary had a troubled relationship. But of course,
Yeah, why not?
stepmom. 1814, Mary began a romance with one of her father's political followers, Percy Bysshe. How do you say that name? Bysshe?
Percy by Shelley. By Shelley?
Bysshe, Shelley.
Bysshe?
Who was already married.
Together with
Percy.
stepsister Claire.
Percy!
Percy, you.
Together with her stepsister Claire Claremont. Who fucking named her?
Claire Claremont?
Boring ass people. My name is Joe Joseph. She and Percy left for France and traveled through Europe. Upon their return to England, Mary was pregnant with Percy's child that quick.
Wow.
Bam.
Rocking.
That's how they did it back then, because you never knew when you were going to die.
Yeah, you're going to die within the next month or two.
You get
Yeah,
pregnant
might
when
as
you're 18. It's like, great.
Yeah, good.
Maybe,
You're dying
maybe
at 30.
people will survive. Over the next 2 years, she and Percy faced ostracism, constant debt, and the death of their prematurely born daughter. Oh, my God. They married in late 1860 after the suicide of Percy Shelley's wife. Oh, my God. The lady killed herself because they were fucking.
Did she kill herself, Joe?
That's a good question,
Or
too.
was she
That's
taken
a good
care of?
question.
There's no forensics in 1860.
Did someone disassemble a rifle in an incredible
Put it
amount
in a
of time
backpack?
and then screw it back together again and leave it in the woods?
The cops were like, what happened here? They're
Yeah.
like, oh, she took her own life. Moving on.
The Shelleys left Britain in 1818 for Italy, where the second and third children died before Shelley gave birth to her last and only surviving child. Oh, my God. Times were so hard back then, dude. That was normal, where your kids would just die.
Most of your kids died.
Catch some fucking horrible infection. There's no antibiotics. You're just dead.
How old did she live? When did she die? Go over to the right there. Mary Shelley lived to be what? 53.
Wow. She a brain tumor, which killed her at the age of 53. That's kind of crazy, right? A brain tumor took her out?
God, she looks like somebody. That photo is creepy. She looks like someone, like in the modern day that I know. Like,
Really?
it feels
Someone
like,
that you know?
No, she looks like. She reminds me of the face of this girl who's like a comedian on TikTok. It's so weird. She has that same like.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember her name, dude. It looks just like her. It's weird. It's so weird.
Well,
I hate that when they show people from, like 100 years ago and now of like a celebrity. Have you ever seen those?
Oh, what they would look like today?
No. They'll do a person who from like 100 years ago and a person that exists today, and they almost look identical.
Oh, yeah.
As if it's like, and there's no connective tissue to these two people. They different times, no blood, no nothing.
You know about the two baseball players, right?
The what are they called? The
two guys they're both 6'4". They're both redheads. They both have the same crazy name. They both have the same surgery.
No
and
blood.
they're not related to each other
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
the
One of them was like
creepiest shit.
5 years older than the other
Right.
one. What are those guys' names again? We talked about it the other day.
that's what I learned
They have
about.
a nutty last name too. It's like Feigl. The odds of what is it?
Feigls. Freddie Feigl.
Brady Feigl.
Brady Feigl.
Show the photos of it, because you see the two guys together. You're like, there's no way. This ain't real.
Unrelated.
Look at the two of them.
I don't even understand.
How's that possible?
I don't even understand.
Imagine if you were out camping and that guy killed that guy and then came back in his place. You'd have no idea.
You'd never know.
You wouldn't know for days. You'd be like, hey, you're not Brady. I'm fucking Brady. You
I'm
want to see
Brady.
my driver's license? Like, Brady doesn't live there.
That's a good mystery. That's a good horror movie.
I am Brady and I live there. What the fuck?
I'm Brady Feigl.
What the fuck? I do live there.
That's how I learned about the guys. Who are the two baseball players, the brothers that are pitchers that are mirror image identical twins? Do you know about this?
No.
So I thought that's just another way of saying identical twins. Mirrors are in the reverse, right? Like my right side is your.
Oh, really?
Yes, and these two guys have it, and it's super rare, and it's when the split happens, it's either a millisecond away from creating conjoined or this. It's like within a second, if it doesn't split at that very moment, yeah, these guys, Tyler, the Rogers, right? The mirror identical twins. But if you read about mirror identical twins, what blows my mind is the amount like the perfect second that has to take place for this to split. It's this close to just them being conjoined.
That's nuts.
Right. The single fertilized egg splits later in the embryonic development, 9 to 12 days after conception. This delayed split allows the embryo's left and right-sided genes to become active, causing to develop a mirror image.
Whoa.
Isn't that fucking
I
wild?
wonder what kind of a psychic connection they have to each other.
Right.
They must.
They must.
They must.
Yeah, they must have something deep. Like he thinks he'll think something that he's already thinking.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that
they
shit.
They must.
Their waves
They
are
must.
connecting.
They must.
Yeah, that's a trip.
They must.
Yeah, the psychology of twinning is kind of crazy. I went down the rabbit hole about like, you know how they'll put a door between, they'll do these on TikTok and Instagram stuff. They'll put a door between two twins and they'll go, okay, raise your right arm. They'll say, put up a finger or whatever. And they'll both do the exact same thing. They'll go dance in place and they'll dance identical in place, even though they don't see what the other one's doing. But they know that's their instinctual thing.
Dude, I know people that are twins that don't talk to their brother.
What do you mean?
They don't like their brother.
That's just don't connect.
How about that?
Yeah, that's
How about
wild.
he looks exactly like you and you don't like him?
Well, that's that self-hate shit. I got
Came
that.
out of the.
I got that shit.
Imagine that becomes your enemy. You are your enemy. That's so dystopian. That's so terrible.
That's like Face Off.
No, it's worse.
Yeah. That's way worse.
It's literally you.
It's you.
It's actually you. They look exactly. They're the same height, same weight, same body, face,
It's
image, everything. It's you. It looks like you. It's like, oh, that's what I look like.
Fuck that guy.
Especially if one of them doesn't get jacked. It's very rare that they do.
Well,
They usually kind of stay the same.
They copy each other. They typically.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, usually they want to do the same things a lot.
What did you imagine if your brother just starts marathon running? Like, dude, I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah, I'm not doing
You're like,
that
I'm gonna get down to 140 pounds, so I'm gonna run 100 miles. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not
don't
doing
wanna
that.
do
I
that
want to be
shit.
able to change a tire.
Right.
You fucking weigh 140 pounds, man. What are you doing? Why? I want to run forever. Like, no, we're twins.
Don't do
This is-
that. We have to look alike.
We can't do this,
Right.
bro. I'm not fucking getting skinny. Like my friend Cam, when he does like those 100-mile races, he gets real thin. He gets down to like 155 pounds.
It's
Like
creepy looking.
you have to.
Because you shed so much, right? And also, doesn't it change your facial structure because of this
Bro,
pounding?
Your body is eating itself.
Yeah, bad news bears.
But you're showing everybody your mind is strong enough to allow your body to do that. Because you have to do that even before you run. So if Cam, like the heaviest that I've known him, he was probably like $180.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's probably like somewhere in the 160-ish range now, you know? And he just did it by not eating a lot and working out all day.
Just fasting and working out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just eating like he would map his calories out. And
Well, that's
just
it,
so
right?
he can get real thin so he could run these long-ass races. Because you don't see any jacked dudes. Well, you do see Goggins. He's pretty jacked. But he's jacked in like a slender, athletic. He's not like a beefy, like Brock Lesnar-looking dude.
Right.
Like, you're not going to see some Brock Lesnar-looking dude that's going to run 200 miles.
No.
I don't think you can do it.
I don't think the body could handle that. There's
I
so
don't
much
think-
weight.
I think if you're going to run something like that, you got to condition yourself. And if you condition yourself with that kind of body, like for that long, like you're going to break something. Like, it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't work that
It's
way.
gonna buckle.
That thing's designed for destroying. It's designed for running through walls and shit. It's not designed for running long ass distances.
You
So
never got into long distance running, did you?
No,
Any running at all?
I've run. I used to run in the mountains a lot with my dog. He loves running. I used to take him when I lived in California. We'd take him to the hills and the canyons.
Yeah.
But I was always worried about mountain lions.
Well, dude, that's the thing.
Because I have a golden retriever, and if a mountain lion just took out my golden retriever in front of me, I have to fight.
Now you have to fight a mountain lion.
I have to fight a mountain lion, and then I might lose my face.
Did you hear about
Like,
Rogan? He
Yeah.
fought a mountain lion, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, how'd it turn out?
Not good.
The show's not going to go on.
Not good. There's no way. But you can't carry a gun in California.
No, you can't.
It's not like you're ever going to need it, right? But you might. This
No,
is the thing. It's not
you
like
might.
you're ever going to need it. You're probably not going to need it. You're right. You're probably not going to need it. But you might.
But you might.
But you might. And that's what's fucked because California does not control their mountain lion population. I know a guy who works at a ranch, and we were having a conversation about it the other day, and he was telling me that, they wind up spending the exact same amount. They wind up killing the exact same amount of mountain lions that they would even if they let hunters hunt them, because they have to, because they're breaking into people's yards and killing their dogs and killing their cats. And in Hollywood, man, there's kids have gone missing.
From those mountain lions.
Kids have gone missing from backyards.
Well, what's the one that they put down? The one that the most famous one. They had to put it down because it killed some, or I don't know if it killed a person, but it did. It was called like PC 145. They, whatever the
We have a photo
code of it.
We have a photo of that mountain lion.
Didn't it kill somebody and they put it down?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I don't think it ever killed a person.
But did they have to put it down for some reason?
I think it was really old. They used to have to dart it like every couple of years, I think, and change its collar, which
check
is so
that motherfucker.
nuts. Just dog. They wanted to know where the monster is, so they're like, let's keep the 150-pound monster wandering through the woods. Just like put a collar around its neck, so I know where it is when it's killing shit.
Right.
This is like, it's very weird. The photo. You seen the photo we have out there?
I do remember that photo. Yeah.
It's him with the Hollywood sign.
Right. Yeah.
It's it is L.A.
Yeah.
That photo to me is L.A. Like when I point to people, I'm like, this is how stupid L.A. is. This is L.A. This is L.A. You have the Hollywood sign and you have a monster that everybody knows it's a monster, but they just put a collar on his neck. He'll be fine.
Just leave it alone.
He's eating babies. He's eating fucking dogs and cats. He's eating everything. Like, sir, listen, he was here first. They were here first.
Well, Joe, everybody's eating babies in Hollywood. You know that. That's not just a mountain lion, baby.
Yeah, it's different. It's a different kind of cult. They had this lady in Malibu, and she had an alpaca farm, and this mountain lion was fucking up her alpacas. So if a mountain lion just realizes that animals are stuck in a pen, it doesn't just kill what it needs to kill. They only kill what they need to survive.
No.
It does what's called surplus killing. It just starts going ham, and it killed like 8 or 9 alpacas before it got bored.
Just got annoyed.
12.
So many.
Oh my God. So this lady got a depredation permit. And then when she filed for this depredation permit, it went public, and she started getting death threats.
Why?
Because you can't kill the mountain lion. You can't kill the monster.
Right.
And this is someone who's seen mountain lions in public. I love mountain lions. I love them. I think they're amazing. One of them killed my dog in Colorado. Okay?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. But I love mountain lions. They're awesome. They should definitely be around. But when they kill 12 alpacas, like, maybe you gotta send a message.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bro.
Can you show me a picture of an alpaca, though?
While not in Malibu, another major mountain lion attack on an alpaca farm occurred in Lake County, California in August of 2025. In this incident, a band of mountain lions killed 17 alpacas over the course of several days. Holy shit, man. The attack prompted authorities to issue a lethal depredation permit and reiterated that when in an enclosed area, a mountain lion's predatory instinct can lead to the overkill of multiple animals. We need them. They're an important part of our ecosystem. That is L.A. That's L.A. That's L.A. It's suicidal empathy.
Yeah.
Attached to a ridiculous ideology.
I don't mind that thing being. Those are ugly. Get rid of those things.
Well,
mountain lions did it. I'm on the mountain lions team.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that thing out of here.
You just can't have cocky animals around.
What is it? What is an alpaca good for? Why do people breed them? What's the deal?
Probably the fur. I bet they're
that's
wool.
It?
Yeah. I think alpaca, they make socks out of them, I'm pretty sure.
Nah, we're good
Aren't
with sheep.
hollow socks? Aren't those socks made with alpaca stuff? They're really good, solid socks.
Alpaca fur is supposed to be better. Is it better? I mean, we've been doing pretty good for cotton. Cotton's been all right for a while, huh? Fucking.
Oh, no. Cotton is not nearly as good as wool.
Okay. I'll take it all.
Here's
I don't
the
give
thing.
a shit.
For stuff like that, the reason why, like, wool, like, people think, oh, wool's not necessary. You could have... One of the reasons why wool is necessary, the reason why people use it in the first place is because you could be wet with wool on and you stay warm. If you're wet with cotton on, you're fucked.
We've been in a pool with the shirt. Yeah, you know. You've been to the beach.
Yeah, but it's just if you're in the woods and you go hiking and you get sweaty and then it gets cold out and you're stuck out there, you're fucked.
But wool stays.
Wool stays warm. It's really amazing.
Fine fleece.
Most significant use, fiber production. Alpacas being bred for their soft, fine fleece that's used to make high-quality clothing, blankets, and other textiles. So that's the thing about like stuff that's natural, like wool in particular, merino wool. It also doesn't smell bad. Like you could sweat in it for days and you don't stink. Like if I wear like a synthetic undergarment and I'm hiking, like if we're camping or if I'm in the woods for a couple days, if you have anything that has like a plastic in it, a nylon, like any kind of a synthetic like undergarment, they stink. They stink. They smell so bad.
It's gross.
They smell so bad.
It's like a hockey bag.
You want to just peel them off you, and you get it and you take it off. You smell it. You're like, what the fuck? You smell wool. You could wear it for days and days and days, and you don't stink in it.
That's wild.
Because it's natural.
Yeah.
It's the best. It makes the best socks. It makes the best, like, my friend's company, First Light. I think they were one of the first companies that started doing merino wool. And they make like merino wool undergarments. And if you
What's merino wool?
It's just a type of wool, but it's like this very fine wool that like it feels like a cotton. It feels like this. And you put it on as like undergarments, like a base layer. And if you sweat, you're okay. If you sweat with cotton on, you're in real trouble, man.
Yeah, it
like
stinks.
Real trouble.
It stinks.
So that's why you need alpaca. I don't even know if alpacas work the same way, but merino does.
We'll keep them.
The point is, these fucking mountain lions, you gotta let them know who's boss.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not for killing mountain lions. I think they're awesome. I love them. But I'm for killing some mountain lions. You know, I'm not for killing them all.
Just a few.
I'm not like killing them all. I'm like, no, you need a balance out there. Otherwise, you got an overpopulation of animals.
Right.
But what you don't need is them killing your fucking kids. Okay? Because they will kill your kids.
Right.
That's a mountain lion. They don't give a fuck. You leave a 4-year-old inside and you're on the phone. And then I told him, you have to fucking respect me. I've been in this office for, and you hear, and your kid's, the back of your kid's fucking head is caved in now and this cat's running over a fence with him. And you turn around, your kid's gone. Like, yeah, that's real.
That's real, dude.
That's real. That's a cat. It's a giant cat that you can't control. And if it decides it's going to kill you, you're helpless. So shut the fuck up with all this Narnia nonsense. Shut up. You got to kill a few of them. You got to let them know who's the boss. You can't come in my fucking neighborhood, shithead. You don't put a collar on them and take pictures. So cute that they're in our neighborhood. Look, they're camping in front of my house. Yeah, they're waiting for your kid to go get his ball. Are you fucking crazy? They just ate your neighbor's dog. And now they're waiting for your kid to get his ball.
Authorities killed mountain lion after 11-year-old girl attacked at a California home.
Yeah.
There you go. In Malibu.
Yeah.
Last month.
Just shut the fuck up, you people. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, we are. It's great.
It's like these people they don't know what animals are. They think they're living in a movie. They don't. With the Charlie Kirk thing, they don't know what an assassination is. You're cheering that someone got killed with gun violence. You're supposed to be the anti-gun violence people.
Right.
You're cheering for gun violence. Do you know how fucking crazy this makes you look? You're cheering for gun violence against a guy who deplored violence.
Right. Yeah, adamantly. Was pretty loud about it, too.
It's so stupid.
Well, the disconnect, that's the really sad thing, is that the death doesn't even... When people die, it doesn't even feel like anything anymore for people. Because they're like, whatever.
They don't feel like it's a real person because they're used to talking about people and talking to people in a digital form online with no impact, like no consequences of, no, you don't feel it from the person. You don't feel empathy because you hurt their feelings. It's just dead.
Yeah.
It's sociopathic. And it's like people just, I didn't know too much about Charlie Kirk. What I knew about him was some of the clips, like I think most of us did. Some of the clips that you see online of him debating college kids.
Yeah.
And I always thought, okay, I could see the point for it because, these are voters and these are young people and they have been indoctrinated in a certain way of thinking and they probably never encountered anybody who can articulate what the other opinion is like, what a conservative perspective is like, what they think, the way they think you should approach life, the way you don't get to hear that at universities. You get to only hear one side of things. So on that side, I'm like, okay, that's good about it. but it's also like you're dunking on these young kids, but also they should know that they can be dunked on because their ideas suck, right?
Or be challenged at the very least. Yeah.
But the fact that that was enough to make people happy and cheer that he died because he was effective in what he was doing. That's what it was. And they felt like he was indoctrinating kids. Well, guess what? That's what conservatives feel like every day. They feel like you're indoctrinating kids. When you're gaslighting people and saying there's nothing wrong with having a drag queen story hour for kids. Like, no, it's not. You know what? We need ball gag story hour too, because it's a fetish, right? So let's have strap-on story hour. Like, let's get crazy. Like, what are we talking about? No, there's nothing wrong with being a drag queen, but there's something weird about wanting to be alone and read kids a story where you're dressed like a woman and you're not. And you're doing this for some weird kink.
It's just weird that it's like a... It's weird that it matters, that it's like a thing people fight about. You're like, how is that
it's
a
probably
thing?
Not.
Yeah,
it's probably more
not.
of the algorithm bullshit.
Yeah, I bet you it's not. It's not.
No, it's probably. And then, by the way, actual drag queens, like, I don't know where I could read to kids, pick up a couple $100.
Yeah, it's like side gig.
What a great gig.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these like super progressive schools are like, I'm booked up in all the progressive school while she's fucking chain smoking camels. By the way, speaking of sheep, have you heard Ghostface Killer's son's diss track?
No.
Okay.
To who?
To Ghostface Killer. Now, first of all, I do not know if this is real in this day and age of fucking crazy AI, but it's going all over the
Ghost's
internet.
son going after him.
Ghost's son, who may or may not identify as a woman. I am not sure, so I want to be careful.
Sure. Is going
because
after Ghostface.
In these days, you don't want the FCC breathing down your neck for being inaccurate, Mr. Santino.
No, don't ban me. Don't ban me, FCC.
But bro, the flow, it makes you think like, okay,
Ghostface
Killer's son, Infinite Coals, airs out family issues on 2 new songs. Okay, I generally don't like hearing people air out their family beefs live.
Yeah.
But put that aside and listen to the flow. Because this fucking dude can rap.
The shit is hard.
This dude can rap, man. But it just makes sense because it's like, can we play a little of it and then edit it out? Yeah, we'll edit it out. Not fucking
pretty
bad,
good, dude.
bro.
That's pretty
Not
good.
fucking bad.
Butty boy, sweet face killer. That'll be in my head all day today.
Bro, that was
Butty
good.
boy, sweet face killer.
I mean, I don't know what kind of a cry for help that is, but
well, it's clear they don't get along.
yeah, it seems like I'm mad at you, but fucking what a flow. Like, super talented. Isn't that crazy how like that kind of shit's genetic sometimes?
100%.
You know,
for sure.
You know, you ever heard like someone who their dad was like a really good singer, then you hear them singing, you're like, how are you doing that?
Oh, yeah.
Where's that coming from? Oh, you got it like in your genes.
Do you know who LC Cook is?
This guy, they responded and said it's not a diss.
Not a diss.
Oh, it's not a diss.
That's great.
Well, I couldn't. Not a diss, but thank you so much. Oh, okay, good.
It sounded
even better.
Sounded like
but
a diss.
that sold it. That got people to look at it. Oh my God,
good click.
Well, that's the thing about rap music. You say things quick enough and fast enough, people are like, oh, did he diss him?
Is he shitting on him right now?
Did I miss that?
No, it is genetic. Do you know who LC Cook is?
No.
Sam Cooke's brother.
Oh,
crazy. Dude, it's kind of wild. Like, he sounds...
Brother is one thing, though, because they grew up together.
Yeah, but that talent, the fact... Like, because Sam was so good. LC wrote... rumored, I don't know how much of this is true, but LC co-wrote and helped a lot of stuff with Sam. But you listen to that record right there.
Which one?
That Put Me Down Easy. That record is one of my favorite fucking songs.
We'll listen a little.
I love this song, man.
We'll have to edit this out, too. Sorry, folks.
And you can
LC Cook's Put Me Down Easy. Damn, that was very good.
And I just the lyrics hit me so hard when he's like, "Look, I know you're gonna screw me over. Will you just don't make me? Just do it quick.
Just put me down easy, baby.
Just do it fast, dude. Just get it over with.
Yeah, don't drag this out.
Just get it
over.
Don't
pretend we might get back together again.
Oh, it's such a good song.
Hanging.
But that's what I mean is like, just because they're brothers.
Yeah.
But that's it sounds like Sam reimagined. It's almost like AI Sam.
Yeah.
Because I love Sam Cooke, but that sounds exactly like him.
There's a bunch of those guys from back in the day that kind of slipped through the cracks.
Right. They never got the thing.
There's just some of them, like, they had some great ass songs. What is that Strawberry Fields guy? I think Gillis told us about it.
Who, the kid that plays
remember that one, Jamie? Do you remember that song? It's on the Spotify. Yeah, let me see if I can find it because it's on my Spotify playlist. ChatGPT rather is still listening to me. That bitch.
I
She's
turned
asking me
that
questions.
shit off.
She wants to know, where are you getting your information from? Do you ever feel bad about what you say?
Did she say that? That's so funny.
No, that would be funny though.
Joe Rogan, your perspective is just yours.
Here it is. Strawberry Letter 23 by Shuggy Otis.
That's a cover song.
Is it?
Yeah, it's originally by the Brothers Johnson.
Oh, that's a cover song?
Yeah, I heard this. I was high as shit.
Here's
when I
my
figured it out.
fate, but it's like that's such a good song.
I heard it in the background of another song. I was like, "Do you guys hear that? Is anyone hearing that?" No one knew what the fuck I was talking about.
You baked out of your head.
You want to hear the number one? This is the number one most ridiculous song that for some reason or another the guy didn't become famous. This is from 1969. It's a guy named Johnny Thunder, and he made this song called "I'm Alive." And Brian Simpson brought it into the green room in the mothership. He's like, "This is going to be one of your new favorite songs. Like, you got to listen to this song." And I played it in the green room, and I was like, "Oh my God,
I'm alive."
And then we had to look it up, and we there was a bunch of misinformation and disinformation online. We couldn't figure out who this cat was. Apparently, he recorded this song. It was a cover of another song that had been recorded by another artist, like a band that was pretty famous. I forget who it was. Who was the other band that recorded it? Like a known name. And his version is so much better. It's so much better. It's so good that you listen to this and you're like, oh, this guy's going to be famous. There's no way. Like if I was living in 1969 and I heard that song on the radio, I'm like, oh, we got a new superstar. Who's this guy? Listen
Did
to
he
this.
die early? Is that what it is? He died young?
I don't know when he died. I think we looked that up as well. When did Johnny Thunder
has
die?
the first recording of it.
Yeah, he recorded it, but it was not his song. It was the other band's song. What was the other band? Well, that might not even be true, right?
That's what I'm looking
They
up.
might have fucked him over. I'm like,
say.
no, we're going to do our version.
That's our song.
Yeah, excuse me.
that's
my
Elvis's
lawyer
song.
is going to contact you.
How many times did that happen? They were like, "This is a good song." That's Elvis's song now.
Yeah, Elvis owns that song. Yeah, if you want to sue Elvis, try to get that song back.
Tom Jones
good luck.
actually recorded it too.
Tom
Tom
Jones.
Jones, but that was afterwards, correct?
Yeah, way later.
Who was the other band though that recorded
So
it?
Deep Purple had a version of it, and another group
What is
had
it?
another version. Deep Purple.
Deep Purple. That's it. Deep Purple was famous. God damn, that's a good song. Woo!
That's a damn good song.
That's a damn good song. I would bet everything I had in 1969.
I could
I'm like, Johnny, you're going to be huge.
Huge.
You're going to be huge. I could see it right now. Madison Square Garden, Johnny Thunder sold out. Oh, my God.
How is that? That feels like a Tarantino movie. Do you know what I mean?
Like that. The guy is that good. You just write him songs, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, just give him the
song. Get a team together. Get Johnny a nice apartment. Johnny, we got it.
Wow, he just died a year ago.
He died last year.
Yeah, last year in Winter Park, Florida.
How old?
93.
Wow.
That might have been when Brian Simpson brought that song. No, we were talking about it
for a
more than a
while.
year ago.
Yeah, because it made it on the commercials and stuff after the fact.
That's right. So we started talking about it, and then it made it into commercials. Like they started using it for like Jeep commercials or some
course,
shit.
yeah.
I don't know. It was Jeep. What was it?
Samsung and Lincoln and something else.
He dies.
It's
You
crazy.
talk about it. It goes viral. They're like,
Yeah.
we should use that song.
I'm glad they did, just so more people hear it. But there's people like that just sort of slip through the cracks of history, and for whatever reason, you never hear about him. But that guy
That's good. That's very, very
like that's
good.
like platinum selling album good. Like you
Yeah.
hear that song, like, oh, okay, we got it.
Right.
All we need is a bunch of those.
Yeah.
we
Just
need to
churn those out.
Listen, we got a bunch of guys that are like Chris Stapleton type dudes who just write songs. Right? There's like, if you're a Nashville person, there are songwriters, professionals who will sit down and they will come up with a fucking jam for you, and then you just fucking start doing arenas. Let's go.
Let's go.
Why are you driving a fucking regular car?
Johnny Thunder?
Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder, let's
Johnny
go.
Thunder, you need a Mercedes-Benz S-Class, Johnny Thunder.
You want a limo, Johnny
Yeah.
Thunder? We
Johnny
get you a limo.
Thunder, you need to start flying private. Yeah. There's certain guys like that, you're like, oh, man, he just didn't have the right team around him.
Or something else, or he was making more, or life got in the way, or he was making more money working
Or
on
he's
other
a
people's shit.
self-saboteur.
That is a
some
big
people
one.
are self-saboteurs.
We know these people in the business.
Oh, yeah, man. There's a lot of guys that we both came up with that, you look back and you go, I thought that guy was going to be huge.
Yeah, man, I think about that all. There's a few people that I know that it bums me out because you're like, what were you afraid of? That the thing? Because you could have had it.
I don't know if it's that. I think there's a lot of it is just being on your own and not having any kind of support in terms of like a community of friends. I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people, as they get older especially, start behaving really irrationally and losing their minds, is they're alone, essentially. They don't have a family. They dedicated their entire life to their career,
Right.
and then they get to a certain age, and there's no one who's really excited about them out there in the world, and they get real bitter.
That's very sad.
It's very sad, but they missed out on the fun part. The fun part is having a bunch of friends. Like, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
It's the most fun part. Like, Stanhope said this famously once. He said, I could quit comedy, but I could never quit comics. It's like, yeah,
Stanhope.
like that is more fun even than doing stand-up is hanging out with comics.
Yeah.
And we're all just being silly together. It's fun. Like, we were in Chicago a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
what a
the
great
best.
time. We had a great fucking time.
It's the best.
Santino sat right behind me while the fights are going on. We had some fucking great food.
Dude, that was we had late night Italian beef.
Yeah, it was great.
You know
It was
how cool the
awesome.
day that was for me? I went to the Cubs game. I sat behind home plate, and then I went right from the Cubs game to come see you.
That's
It was like a
amazing.
monumentous day. I told my cousin Luke, I was like, this is like going to be one of the best days I've had. And it just, like I was riding on a high all day.
Oh, yeah.
Just cruising.
What a day.
Well, last night I was at your club having a fun time with all the boys. Gillis came down, and when he comes down and has to, that's when he starts it up, dude.
Yeah, no, he's the best. That club's got a great vibe, man. Really does. It's got a great vibe. And that's the thing. It's like if you're on the outside, you look at it and you go, oh, fuck those people. That's a completely normal way to react.
Sure.
It's completely normal.
Yeah.
But we're not saying fuck you. Like,
No.
Trust me. Just relax.
Just relax,
Come
dude.
give me a hug. Come give me a hug.
hug.
We're all okay. We should not be worried about this stupid shit. And this is one of the things that I always hope happens when there's a tragedy, like a public figure gets executed, is people just start having a little grace, just to give people a little grace.
Yeah.
Just
A little bit more.
yeah, take the temperature down, America. Because regardless of who shot that guy was shot, and then the reaction was horrible, and then the reaction to the reaction is equally horrible. Everyone's horrible, right? We're a community. We're supposed to be a community. It's not supposed to be right versus left. That's stupid. We don't want to do World War III in the continental United States. We don't want another fucking civil war. That's crazy. We need to stop. Just stop being so divisive and stop rewarding politicians for being so divisive.
Jimmy Kimmel returns.
ABC ends suspension starting Tuesday. See, called it.
You did.
Called it.
You know what's interesting? You know what I thought he was going to do is get into different media now, like Conan with this podcast. I thought he was going to do that too.
Well, that probably would be a good thing for him to do.
I could see him doing
Yeah,
that.
but they're really smart to do this because the wave of people watching, I bet he gets the highest ratings he's ever had.
Ever.
They'll be nuts. Yeah, the ratings will be nuts.
Look at that coming back.
Listen, man, it's like you can't, it's the Streisand effect. You can't do that. You can't remove someone for talking badly about you in 2025 if that's what happened.
If that is the way it goes. If that's what happened.
If that's
yeah.
what happened. I suspect there's a lot of factors. One of the factors is declining ratings, right? So as the ratings go down, then people get more and more sensitive about subject matter, more and more sensitive about advertising, because, you're already like, the show is kind of in a bad direction as it is. Look, the ratings are dropping because people are getting annoyed with it being too political, or whatever narrative they could say,
Sure.
right? And, there's advertisers that get upset because they might be right-wing. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive, the statement said. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. Good. So in
waiting.
my mind, he wins, right? He wins. But, take the temperature down, everybody. Like, we don't want more killings. We want to figure out what's the right thing for everybody. And classifying someone, like I've heard people say the worst shit about Charlie Kirk post his death. And like I said, I wasn't too aware of what the stuff that he had done. I was aware of some of the things that he'd done that were really brilliant, some conversations that he had that I thought were very kind. And I was aware of some of the things that he said. I was like, oh, why'd you put it that way? You know, like, why did you say that? Like, that's, you're just, even if if it's possible to take something like that out of context, it makes you look terrible.
Right.
But it is just out of context. That's the problem. But out of context works in this day and age. So I just wish he hadn't said the things that he said the way he said them. But I don't think he's an evil person. So to celebrate the murder of a person that I think is generally a very kind and a very nice person who was just good at debating, but not always even totally accurate. Like, there's been some good critiques of some of the debates that he had with college kids that are online, where he's like, no, he's not correct, like, with what he said. Like,
Right.
one of the things was about George Floyd, and he kept saying that the medical examiner said that George Floyd would have died of that overdose. That's not true, and we've heard that too, and so then we looked it up, right? And it wasn't, the medical examiner didn't say that, correct? I don't think that's true. And I think he had already printed a retraction. But see, this is the problem with, like, a debate in a microphone in a public place where people are cheering and screaming and you're trying to form your argument. You're not even good at doing it, and you're doing it to a guy who's a professional at doing this. And
Right.
it's like, it's a stupid way to have conversations, but better than no way at all, right? And
Yeah,
in
well, he's
those
also-
colleges, you don't get any of those kind of conversations with your professors.
That's why it was really healthy for him to. That's, I think, a lot of people say, oh, he targeted young people. And you're like, well, there's two ways to look at that. One, it's because I feel like they are the most susceptible to maybe hearing you out, right? You're not changing my dad's mind. I'll tell you that. He's not going to go fucking, he's got his perspective.
His feet up on the couch.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
No, but I think like that. And then the other side is, it's not to prove that he was going to outwit these people. I think it was to have actual discourse and to start discourse on campus.
It was also to get popular.
Yeah, well,
Let's
he
be
wanted to be
real.
famous,
Like, he's doing this and
Yeah.
spreading these ideas, but he believed in it. He's very religious. But here's the thing. Like, he's not this terrible person that they're trying to make him out to be. So to take a 31-year-old guy who's a father and he's got two very young children, and he's married, he's got a family, he's got this wife who loves him, and to cheer that he got shot in the head for his ideas, we've lost the plot. Like, we've lost the plot.
Yeah, it's
if
pretty
there's a
dark.
group of children out there in college, young people out there, rather, young adults that are cheering, and then older adults too, who are cheering this. My friend was in a coffee shop, and this lady was beside him on a Zoom call, and this is like right after Charlie Kirk was killed, and she gets on her Zoom call and she goes, well, I had an unexpectedly great day today. How about you girls? And they were like, today was amazing. And they weren't really saying why today was amazing, but it was very clear that they were celebrating the fact that this guy who was a father and a husband was murdered for his ideas. That's not the way to do it, folks.
You may not like what the guy says, for God's sake. I didn't like everything the guy said, but when people were like,
It's so short-sighted.
yeah, this is what we need. You're like, dude, how was your brain functioning
It's
like that?
so crazy. It's so crazy. It's all just infected by social media, and all these people who think like this are all online almost all day.
Yeah, they live in it.
Yes, they live in it. They're in the shit all day long, like reading the comments, and you're getting poisoned. You're losing your humanity. That's not a normal way to think.
Go outside.
Yeah, you need more than that. You need mushrooms and hugs.
Yeah.
You need a lot.
Yeah.
But this fucking thing that we're all caught in, this tide of electronics, is leading us in that direction. It's like an inhuman reaction. Like you're separated from the norm of human interaction, like the warmth of a person's smile and give me a hug, like all that stuff. That how many times you've been in a conversation with a person, you disagreed with them, and you both start laughing at the end of it.
That's every comic conversation I have. Yeah.
But online, it doesn't happen that
No,
way.
it can't.
It doesn't even happen sometimes with people you know. Like I was in the woods in Utah for a week. I was out there elk hunting, and there's no service out there. There's like a little bit of service at like one peak you get at. You could make a few phone calls and check text messages. And so I was getting some text messages that were showing me that Kimmel got fired. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, look at this. Jesus Christ, this is crazy. And my thought was, what did he say? Oh my God, what did he say? He said something about Charlie Kirk after he got killed. That's crazy. Then I saw what he said, and I was like, well, that's not that bad.
No.
That's not accurate, but it's like, in my mind as a comic, I'm like, he's just setting up this bit. I'm like, and then I'm watching everybody freak out about this. I'm like, and then I saw, okay, am I looking at it wrong? Okay, it is kind of misleading because he's kind of saying that they're trying to label this person as anyone other than themselves, which is like a little weird.
Political finger pointing.
Yeah, so that's not cool. That's inaccurate. But instead, I didn't get upset. I didn't understand. And then I started really realizing that people were upset at me because I wasn't saying anything. I was in support of it. I was like, I'll show you a picture where I am right now.
Yeah, dude. Hunting elk.
Yeah, like literally. This is a picture where I was.
Yeah.
I was up in the mountains. But
Disappeared.
even then, like, you don't get to tell people what they should and shouldn't comment on while you're silent about Gaza.
Yeah, what are we
Okay?
talking about?
If I go through your social media and there's no organized outrage about what's happening right now in Gaza, and you're upset that there's a comedian that for a few days his show got stopped because he said mean things about the president, like, there's some other shit in the world that might be more important than this, and you might need medication.
Right.
You might be a fucking crazy shut-in. You might be a person that's addicted to your phone. And get the fuck outside.
Yeah, get off your fucking phone.
You don't require other people to comment on things. You know, I read one comic said, if you have a big platform and you're not commenting, all I could see is how much you love the taste of boot leather. Like, settle
Shut the fuck up.
Settle down.
Or I'm with my family right now having a meal.
This is one of the reasons why I've been off social media for like the last 7-8 months, mostly. Like, I'll look at it occasionally. I hardly ever post, and if I do post, it's just stuff about shows. Like, I did a show here, or here's a picture of this fun thing. That's it. But I don't read anything about me at all. I know guys that have lost their minds. They're in that all day long, having conversations with people on Twitter all day long, debating points, arguing stuff all day long, making response videos, making other videos, going and talking about it on a podcast. Like, what are you doing with your life, man?
Yeah, it's weird.
This is nuts.
Well, everybody raised a lot of these people that were like, boycott ABC and Disney, cancel it. And I was like, well, don't do that.
Not only that, they made video. Ron Perlman made a video
It's like,
of how
I'm
he
on there.
subscribed and then unsubscribed.
It's like, what are you doing, dude?
Like, settle
Relax.
down.
Relax.
But also, if it is that the government tried to silence Jimmy Kimmel because they were trying to push through some sort of a merger and he doesn't like Jimmy Kimmel, so they try, like, yeah, that should be exposed.
That's fucked up.
I'm going to need to see some emails.
I want to see them emails,
I want to
baby.
see some emails. This is one of the reasons why you need that Israeli spying software.
Yeah, we got to get that.
We need it all. Everyone needs it. We have no encryption anymore. We need to all read each other's phones. I need to know, what did you guys plan?
What'd you say? Show me what you say.
Show me.
Show me what you say.
Show me.
Show it right now.
You son of a bitch.
I think they're going to come out and find out. We'll find out. It'll get exposed.
Jamie, tell me if this is true, that there is a this is something that someone sent me, that every Samsung phone from 2022 on has something installed in it called App Cloud.
App Cloud.
Yeah, and it's a backdoor, and it allows you... Here, I'll send you this thing, Jamie. I do not know if this is true. It sounds ridiculous. It allows someone to potentially get into your phone. But I asked a friend of mine who's a legit expert in this kind of shit. He said, all they need is your phone number. All that stuff is nonsense. I go, really? He goes, yes.
That easy?
It's that easy. With Pegasus 2, he goes, all they need is your phone number. So all this thing of like backdoor apps, like,
So what? They need your phone number. They can just access everything.
everything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's a joke.
Why aren't we doing that then to people that we need to access their phones?
The only way, well, they do. That's how the Israelis fucked everybody up. You got to give it to them, dude. Them pagers, like that was
That
one of the
pager
most
shit was wild.
genius shit.
God,
One of the most genius fucking operations I've ever heard a government pull off. Send people pagers. Keep they have those pagers for a long time before they blew them up.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, send them out. Go
How
use
long
them.
did they have those pagers before they detonated them, Jamie?
And
I want to say it was over a year.
It was like a government-sponsored program they gave them to these people, right? Is that what it was?
Well, the thing is, they were using pagers because they knew that if they were using cell phones, that the Israelis had electronics that could read everything.
Sure.
So they could spy on all their phones. So to get around that, they decided to use pagers.
Damn.
So the Israelis knew that they were going to use pagers because they have people embedded in these organizations. They have people that are literally acting like they're Hezbollah or Hamas. They're inside there, and then they're Israelis. And so these people got a hold of their order before they order a bunch of pagers. They get a hold of it, rig it with detonations, rig it with explosives, repackage it, send it to them. So then they get it like, good, got the pager. Fuck these Israelis. And they're putting a little bomb right next to your dick.
Crazy.
And you're walking around with this thing for, I think, a year or so.
Jesus.
I'm seeing 5 months.
I can't hear you.
I'm seeing 5 months.
5 months.
No, the actual, but it wasn't. Yeah, it didn't all happen in one. Two.
Okay, imagine
Five
it went on for
months.
how long?
Like an hour.
An hour. So for an hour, bang, bang, bang. Everywhere you look, pagers are blowing up on dudes' dicks. And think about where your pager is. It's right there. Right where your balls are. Boom! Big old bowling ball hole where your legs used to be.
Wild.
And they planned it out months and months in advance. How about what they did to the Iranians? Do you know what they did with them? They had this thing. They made a phone call. We need a meeting of everybody. Meet in the bunker. And they met them, but it was a prank phone call. So all these Iranian guys, they met in the bunker, and they fucking dusted that bunker. They just blew it apart. Yeah.
Well, they thought it was coming from a higher order, and they were like, yeah, we'll see you down there.
Yeah, oh boy, we're under attack. Let's go meet at the bunker. Boom!
Boom, that's nuts, dude.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
They know what they're doing. They're plotting.
Oh, they're real good at it. They're real good at it. Yeah, they're real good at it. It's so comfortable.
It's
It makes
crazy.
You know, if I was Jewish, I'd be like, yeah, we're the best. Bro, we rule.
Have you
We
seen
rule
it?
at this shit.
Have you seen what we've been doing? Yeah, they're
Get
nuts.
everybody to come over here, put the hat on.
Hat on.
Did you see that Benjamin
the hat on.
Netanyahu gave like this 2-minute speech about how offensive it was that people say that Israel killed Charlie Kirk?
No. But he just made it. He just talked
some
about it.
video about it, and I was like,
No one said that.
Like what?
I've never heard that.
Tell me more.
Yeah, who said that?
Tell me more. Like who's saying this?
See, that's the kind of shit that I think when they plant information like that, and then it becomes true, right? Because then people online do start saying it.
Yeah.
So
and
you're
then-
just feeding the false narrative becomes a real narrative. And he goes, see?
Well, it could be that he got hoodwinked. That like he's an older dude, right? So he's probably not on TikTok. He probably doesn't have his thumb to the pulse of the young people. And someone comes in, like, because like Trump didn't understand when he would go to his rallies and he would talk about the vaccine, the people would boo. He didn't understand. He's like, why are they booing? The vaccine was amazing. I did it. It was all me. And they're like, no, we don't like the vaccine. He didn't know. So he doesn't have his thumb on the pulse.
Right.
So if someone comes to him, BB, they're saying we did it. We didn't do it. They're saying we did it. You really need to
I'll
respond.
tell people that we didn't do
and then
it.
he goes out and responds, well, he looks like he did it now.
Right.
Right? And that could be a trick. Because there's still a bunch of people in Israel trying to get rid of him, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like the day of October 7th, the day before, there was thousands of people in the streets protesting him.
Right, they don't like him.
Well, there's some people that do. There's
Sure.
some people that don't.
Sure.
Just like Trump. You know, you could say, oh, the Americans hate Trump. No, half the Americans hate Trump. Half the Americans think he's the shit. They
Right.
love it. They're like tired. They're tired of liberals. They're tired of people with blue hair screaming in their face. They're tired.
And there's a contingent of people that don't give a fuck, but they're like, that's fine, I don't care.
They'll join the Republicans because the other people are so annoying. At least the Republicans leave them alone. That's what happens.
No, they just want to be left alone.
Yeah, you guys are screeching and telling people what to do and what they have to say.
Right.
Like, you know, you do what I tell you to. You take that post down. Like, you do what the fuck. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Take that post down.
You take that post down. They want control over you. And
Expressing your opinions.
that ain't good from either side, kids.
That's
There's
dangerous.
something with the app cloud thing. I found the post you posted, but I just asked Grok instead to see what it said.
What did Grok say?
Brock says it's a pre-installed system service on many Samsung Galaxy smartphones, particularly mid-range and budget models like the A series, as well as some of the S series devices, depending on the carrier or region. It functions as an app recommendation and installation tool that suggests and promotes third-party apps, often games and promotional content, based on user behavior, location, and preferences. This is part of Samsung's partnerships with carriers and app developers to generate revenue by subsidizing device costs through the preloaded or suggested installs. boy, I don't like all that
So, yeah,
language.
there's a bunch of videos and posts about how to take it off and how to disable it. But
So it's widely viewed as bloatware or adware due to its intrusive nature. It can be easily uninstalled. Oh, it can't be easily uninstalled, and notifications are non-dismissible. Oh, that's gross. It's not essential for core phone function, is often absent from carrier-free or unlocked devices bought directly from Samsung. Okay, so it's not a Samsung issue. It's someone else puts it on a Samsung phone. There's no verified evidence supporting claims of data being sent to external entities like intelligence firms. These appear to stem from misinformation on social media, or you're lying.
Also, I'll add, when I looked it up, this post people were posting on Instagram 2 days ago. It mentions Iron Source, which that did not. So I Googled Iron Source.
And it's an Israeli software company.
Which is when you said
Israeli software company, now part of Unity, that provides a platform for mobile app creators to monetize their apps through user acquisition and advertising. Funded in 2010, significant presence in Tel Aviv. The company has merged with the U.S. gaming firm Unity in November 2022 to form an end-to-end platform for the app economy. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I mean,
what is all that? What did you just say?
What did you say?
What did you just say?
What did you say, man?
What are you talking about?
Israelis Iron Source trades
Bro,
in New York
they
style.
are the best at it. They figured out Pegasus. That's how whoever got Jeff Bezos got him. They got him through a WhatsApp link. So that was the first Pegasus. I'd send you a WhatsApp message like, Santino, you got to check this out. And you'd be like, what is it? And so you check out some X article that I send you. But as you're clicking on it, it puts an exploit into your phone. So now they have full access to your phone.
Fuck.
They get all your dick pics, all your photos, all your dirty little text messages.
All my dick pics are from Jamie.
But now with Pegasus 2, all they need is your phone number.
Fuck.
Just your phone number.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
That's so dark.
It's nuts.
How can they protect it? You can't protect that.
Yeah. It's really hard. And then you think, well, I'll just use encrypted apps like
Well, WhatsApp does that, right?
WhatsApp. Yeah. And then there's also Signal. And then there's
Signal.
like Telegram and a few other ones. But they can get in those too if they want to. They did it with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson was going to the Soviet Union. Or it doesn't exist anymore. He was going to Russia to talk to. Well, see, that was a Freudian because they're probably trying to bring that bitch back. He was going to Russia to try to meet with Putin, and they found out, and they contacted him, and they said, "We read your signal," and he's like, "What? I didn't even know you could do that."
What did he say on this? What was it?
Well, his signal chat was he was going back and forth with someone about setting up a meeting with Putin, and so the State Department or whoever it was in the Biden administration made the call to spend an extraordinary amount of money to unencrypt his signal.
Jesus.
Yeah, and read his messages because, you're not supposed to be talking to people we don't like.
Can't be talking to people you don't like.
Yeah, we might get a wrong opinion of who that person is, which I kind of get it. I know what you're saying. I don't ever think that not talking to people is the solution, but I do understand what they're saying.
Yeah, but traditionally, don't we usually try to talk to people so we can try to figure out how we can make some headway?
It would be the better option for everybody,
Right.
Especially if cooler heads could prevail. But the thing about this Ukraine-Russia thing is, like, I think Trump grossly underestimated the amount of work that it's going to take to stop this. When he was running, he was saying that one day, get me in the office and one day I'll have a deal. No, there's
no deal.
There's no deal. And the thing is, like, Putin is very smart. He's not going to, he's going to play. He's like going to cat and mouse this. Like, you can't just say, I'm going to be able to do a deal with Putin, because I'm the alpha. He's like, really?
It's not how it works.
I feel like pushing into Poland, and like things can get real squirrely because of that. Because you can't. That's a former KGB guy who is like a Russian nationalist, right? Like he's the president of Russia for how long now? How long has he been running Russia?
Forever. I mean, since I can remember. I don't know. How long has he been around?
You can't alpha that guy.
No,
Like,
he's the guy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you can have some sort of a deal can be made, but if you think you're going to be able to say, I'll have a deal tomorrow, he's like, nah.
No, you won't.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm going to the woods. I'm going to go
I think
fuck
you will
something.
wait. Yeah.
I think you wait. He's out riding a bear with no shirt on.
I
So
think you
like,
have to wait. I will ride bear.
You know, there's a lot of people that think he might be one of the richest men alive.
Well, they don't disclose, so who knows?
He has no idea. No one has any idea how much money he has. You know, and he's not going to just listen to you.
No.
You're poor to him.
Yeah, you mean
Trump's
nothing.
only got like a couple billion. Like, shut up.
Yeah, you like $2 billion?
You good. It's
Not
nice.
bad for you.
I have boat your size. Size of your entire GDP.
I have yacht the size of White House.
They got some crazy ass yachts that they stole too. That was another weird thing during the Ukrainian invasion. Everybody was like, yeah, well, all your rich friends were stealing their boats. They stole all the yachts from all the oligarchs.
Oh, that's
And I was always like, where do those yachts go? Who gets to keep them? What's going on?
Putin.
I just...
He's got him.
No. They
No?
stole it from the Russians,
Oh,
the
shit.
international community.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Where
and
are they now?
A lot of them are parked in ports, and they have to be maintained because otherwise you lose the value of the boats. And those, like a boat, like one of them Russian oligarch yachts, bro, that is millions and millions of dollars every
tens of
year just to
millions.
maintain it.
Yeah.
Just to maintain it. Just to maintain it. And then, like, every couple of years, you got to pull it out of the fucking water, and they got to clean it, and put new paint on it, and like, do you know how much money that costs?
Yeah.
You have to be so rich just to maintain it. And then they just took them from them. And then they just have them somewhere. And then the states, like,
State's paying for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like there was one of them that was in Italy, and so the Italians had to pay, and they're like, we don't have this fucking money.
I don't want to pay for
Why
this.
am I paying for this? They're fucking. I mean, how many? Let's find out. Let's take a guess. How many Russian oligarch yachts were captured? How many do you think were confiscated? If you had to guess, I want to say 14.
Oh, I was going to say, I wanted to say something in the number of like 30 or 40. I mean, the amount of money that's out there in these guys, I mean, it's endless. It's an endless trail of money. I bet you a lot of these people had multiple yachts.
I bet.
They got a yacht for a yacht. You got a tug yacht,
Yeah.
you know?
You got a yacht for your hose.
You got a yacht for the hose.
Yacht for your
Yacht for the
family.
family.
Yeah. Yacht for your other family.
They do. They have yachts
A yacht
to get
just
the yachts.
for cocaine.
Yeah.
Just this is
It's
cocaine,
my cocaine yacht.
My cocaine yacht. Look,
You want to
it's
go?
all black. Get it?
Get it?
It's all black, not white. Get it? I treat them.
I trick. I'm clever.
This is where my cocaine is. It looks, you could find all the coke. Everything is black. The floors, the tables.
There's coke everywhere. Do
If
coke.
you lose a little coke, you know where it goes. You just look for white stuff.
You can
Here's
see.
a wild term. I haven't found the number yet, but one of them I was looking up. They got it in Fiji, and I was already
my
reading about how they had it shipped back to Hawaii, but now it's for auction.
Oh,
And so now, like,
we should buy it.
yeah, but now
million.
you're going to be the owner of this Russian guy's yacht that wants it back
No, he's going to understand.
because they said he wanted to buy it back.
No,
in this
I'm going to
article.
tell him, bro, it's mine now. I'm sorry. He'll just let you have it.
300 million
It
when
was
it was
worth
seized.
300 million when it was seized in 2022. Look at the size of it.
It has 6 decks, I think, is what.
It's a fucking apartment. 348
It's an
foot vessel.
apartment building,
Yeah.
not an apartment.
That's what I meant, apartment. It's
building.
apartments.
Yeah. The
348
U.S. government
feet.
seized the gleaming yacht 3 years ago when it was docked at a marina in Fiji with local assistance. They argued that the vessel, called Amadea, Latin for God's love, was owned by Suleiman Kermov, a Russian oligarch under U.S. sanctions with a net worth of $16.4 billion, according to Forbes, and ties to President Vladimir Putin of Russia. Isn't that funny? All you have to do is have ties to him, and they could steal your boat.
16.4 billion.
Yeah.
And that's probably a guess, right?
Well, that's what's weird. It's like ties to him. Like, what are the extent of those ties?
Right, how do they know
Yeah,
each other?
Someone else owned it on paper, though.
Oh, on paper, the owner was a different wealthy Russian, Eduard Kudenatov.
You got it.
Kudenatov.
Kudenatov.
Kudenatov, a one-time pig breeder, Jesus Christ, who had not been sanctioned by the United States. Mr. Kudenatov's claim on the Amadea began a legal battle that has delayed the yacht's sale and could pose problems for its eventual owner. Well, if they just stole it from the pig farmer, then what the fuck, U.S.?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, how'd this guy get it? How'd the first guy get it?
This is obviously bought in someone else's
Which guy?
name.
The first guy you said.
Oh, the oligarch?
Yeah, that's who they took it from.
He was
how did he
borrowing
get
it. He was borrowing it.
Yeah, let
He
me-
asked me to borrow. When you're that rich, bro, it's a flex.
Let me take that yacht.
You want to borrow my yacht?
Take it. I don't
the
give a
yacht.
shit.
Take the yacht. Kill the chef. I don't care.
Kill
Kill the chef. Shoot him in the head if you don't like the way your steak is
The
cooked.
chef's just standing there.
So that was just that yacht.
Please spare me.
There was
What?
at least 6 or 7 other yachts I was reading up on, and that was
7.
not the biggest one.
That's not the biggest one?
No.
Whoa, what's the biggest one they seized?
I'm telling you,
Those
this
guys are
48.
balling, son.
so hard.
It's
They're balling.
141 meters. That's slightly bigger.
And you
right?
wonder why Nancy Pelosi keeps embezzling money like this.
Smart. She wants
She's not
another yacht.
embezzling. She's insider trading.
Yeah, inside.
She's doing it legally, though.
Yeah, of course.
So what the fuck?
They're
What's
all
the big,
doing it legal.
Why complain?
Yeah.
One Nord.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's a little bigger.
See,
Nord.
when you're around all this, you're like, why do the Russians get all the yachts?
Another one.
And you know, like,
Nirvana.
That's
Paul,
amazing.
we need more money.
That is fucking insane. Look at go back. Look at the size of that bullshit little jet ski next to that thing. Look at how big that is.
Bro, that yacht's giant.
That's huge.
3 decks. How many feet long is that?
Well, these are listed in meters.
82 meters,
What is that?
Nah, it's
240 feet
yeah,
about.
It's like about it's same as
Look at you. That was quick.
It's like 3.
Yeah, just about 3.
There's like a formula that you
That's the one
do
we were
when
just
you
talking about.
convert like meters to yards. How do you do that? Like someone told me from the archery community, told me how to do that. If you have like a rangefinder that says meters.
1.09.
1.09.
1.09.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Meters and yards.
So if it's like, which one's longer?
Meter.
Oh, okay. So 100 meters, like 110 yards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Give or take, yeah.
there you go.
I
They
know
just-
the only reason I know that because of golf.
I know. For
When
sure.
if you
Yeah,
golf, if I
same
golf
thing.
overseas, they always do meters,
Right.
and they don't convert for you.
Oh.
So you'll go when they say it, they'll go, down in Australia, like 128, and you're like 128.
Oh, you gotta do it for
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Oh no.
I had my phone out at one point. I was like 128. I gotta fucking put it in the thing.
Oh, that's funny.
They were making fun of me. They're like, "Come on, man, you don't know your fucking conversions." I'm like, "Nah, I don't know my conversions, man."
They taught us in high school, and then they gave up.
Well, I gave up.
They gave up like by the time I was out of high school, they stopped doing it.
Same thing with cursive.
This is 85.
all
They gave up,
sorts of
but they
shit.
gave up on the metric system in 85. They were going to try to impart the metric system in the entire country.
Yeah, we weren't interested.
Nope. Fuck you.
Fuck you,
We
dude.
got the bomb, bitch.
We got the bomb, dude. We're doing our own numbers,
We're
man.
taking inches, and you could suck my
Suck
dick.
my inches dick.
Inches and pounds. Go fuck yourself with
Yeah.
your metric system. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I like it.
Fuck you and fuck soccer.
Fuck you.
Fuck
soccer.
you. Fuck you. America was like, we're not doing it.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Not doing it. Sorry.
No, we got a sport like soccer, but it's like concussion. We just run at each other full fucking speed, crushing each other.
Everybody goes, yeah.
Gladiator shit.
Yeah. I wonder what's worse for you, that or fighting. I
Well-
used to think it was that, but then I started watching some documentaries about old time fighters.
Bad.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, you remember when the NHL was going to ban fighting, and then I think they found out, there was research that found out that the most concussions that came from on the ice were from board hits.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Heads bouncing off the board.
Yeah, for sure.
So they were like, the fights weren't, because you're so unstable on skates, the fighting wasn't as brutal as obviously ground fighting because you have stability, right?
I saw a dude judo throw a guy though.
It's pretty rad. On ice?
Yeah, it's kind of uncool.
It's not cool.
If the guy takes his
Wild.
helmet off and you judo throw him, he could die
Could. Did he?
easily. I don't know. I don't know what
I hope
happened to the
not.
guy. It didn't look like he died, but he definitely got KO'd. This dude hip tossed him.
Those ice fights, though, they're brutal, but the bouncing of the head off the glass, they say.
Watch
is-
this.
Whoa. Oh, he bounced on his back, I think.
Bro, his head hit the ground, son. Look at this. 100% his head.
It's a good throw.
His head hit the ground 100%.
Yeah, that's not good.
Boom. Right there. 100%. There's a bounce. You can
Yeah,
see
that's
it.
not good.
Not good.
Not good, dude.
Yeah, that was a good throw. Good
I was
technique,
just gonna
though.
say, I mean, it's a good throw.
As a
dude.
guy who appreciates
his positioning was
Oh,
perfect,
yeah.
dude.
Really knew his shit. That's the thing. If you could teach like a judo practitioner, you could teach like a Carl Parisian or a Yoel Romero or Hector Lombard. Well, Yoel Romero was a wrestler, but Hector Lombard, he was a jiu-jitsu champion from Cuba. Teach a guy like that how to fight in hockey games, you're in fucking trouble, son.
Yeah,
Don't
buddy.
let him grab a hold of your
Deep
shit.
shit.
If he's a really good skater, and I'm sure he's got amazing balance because every judoka has insane balance. You have to be able to like rotate your weight, transfer your weight at the split second intervals, and you got to be able to manipulate another person's body and weight and the kind of strength that you would have to slam someone on the ice like that. Like,
Oof. Well, that's when it's over, though. That's the only rule of hockey, right? If you're down, it's out.
is that the rule?
You can't. Well, your fight's over when they go down. Yeah, you can't hit him when he's down.
Aren't they doing like a whole fight league where they like a hockey fight thing?
Yeah, I feel like the Russians have that, like a hockey a hockey fight thing.
Russians have people fighting in cars.
Yeah,
have you seen the car fights?
No, dude.
You buckled up in a seatbelt.
Oh, I have seen this. Yeah, and they just start beating the fucking shit out of each other. That is insane.
It's so insane, dude. It's so insane.
Yeah, these guys, right? Yeah, this is exactly right. There's just ice fights.
Oh my god, this is so crazy. So they have MMA gloves on. They're fighting on ice. This is nuts, dude. This is spinning back fist.
It's closer to your basketball court thing, though. There's no walls.
Yeah, no, pretty good idea. Except the whole
Can't go down on the ground.
the whole skate thing is nonsense. Like the whole, why are you limiting people's movement?
Yeah, but it is so much harder to fight on ice.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking so hard.
Well, also it's such a factor that if you're a really good skater but a shitty boxer, you could fuck a guy up who's probably better than you.
For sure.
Because he's not going to know how to balance himself when he's transferring weight. You could just kind of pop him, and he won't be able to do anything about it. You can keep it together and just like gently pop him, and he's like stumbling all over the place. It's just a dumb way to fight.
Ice fights, baby.
It is weird though that hockey allows fights.
I love it.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird that there's like one sport that like
It's tradition.
Weird.
I know, but it is. But I do think also because the brutality of the fights wouldn't be as gruesome as that of NBA, NFL. You know what I mean? With ground. So I think they factor in the fact that it's like these fights don't really last long. They get a couple shots, it's usually over.
Nobody gets hurt,
and they usually break it up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
When the refs can sneak in, they will.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's such a cool part of the sport.
It's a great part of the sport. Without that,
BKFC
people are going to hate it.
Bare knuckle. There's bare knuckle ice fights, dude.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Oh, with the helmets on. The helmets are smart, honestly, because when you get KO'd and your head bounces off the ground, you really need that helmet. But you could also break the fucking shit out of your hand on that helmet.
Oh, they are for sure.
For
That's
sure.
gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's a terrible way to break your hand.
Bare
too.
knuckle ice fights, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sponsored by Pfizer.
It is. Yeah.
Do you have brain damage?
Yeah.
Does it make you depressed?
Try taking Zolixans. Zolidans will figure everything out for you.
Yeah. We live in some weird times, my friend. We really do.
Well, we're
Weird
trying.
times.
We're trying our best.
Yeah.
We're trying our best in a totally fucked up time. I do think we're gonna see a swing. I think things.
Which way?
I think things are gonna even out a little bit and get a little bit calmer. I think people. It's so chaotic.
Well, I hope so. I hope cooler heads prevail.
Because we're in a bad way.
But there's a lot of people, unfortunately, in this country that don't see a bright future for themselves. And this is also part of the problem with the narratives that we're being fed on social media, is that they start looking at their economic future and it looks very bleak, and they want to point a finger at someone like, somebody fucked me. Like, why are these people, there's a few people that have all this money. You know, and this is one of the things one of them CEOs was talking about on a podcast, that that they have to be really careful because, like, once AI does happen, like, people are going to come for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the people are going to, like, did you see what happened in Nepal? They took over the whole government.
Oh, they overthrew it.
They overthrew the government.
Oh,
and
shit.
they voted in a new leader on Discord. That's how they voted in their new leader.
Wow.
And they took over the government because the government was trying to impose rules on what they could post online, what they could see online. And the young people had enough.
They were like, no.
And they're like,
no.
fucking enough. And it was an actual overthrowing of the government,
Wow.
which I do not know if it was orchestrated by an intelligence agency. That's the problem.
Could be.
I used to think, what a great story. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
From the
and
ground up.
Then I met Mike Benz, and he's like, no, USAID has been funding these things for years. Like, what? No. Yes. He was saying USAID is for things that are too dirty for the CIA, so they farm it off to these NGOs.
The government officials had to leave their parliament building by helicopter.
Whoa!
Chaos was so much outside.
Bro!
That's awesome.
They're hanging on to helicopters. That's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of the videos. There's a guy who I think he was randomly traveling on motorcycle through there while this was happening, and he's just sort of stayed.
That
And he keeps filming like on the ground stuff.
is so nuts. Imagine, like, look, we can get you out here, but we don't have time to get you in the helicopter. They're at the door. Just put this fucking thing between your legs and hang on. Do you have gloves? Hang on.
This is in Kathmandu.
By the way, how long do you think you could hang on to that without a strap?
No,
0 seconds?
Not a long
like
time.
0 seconds?
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's a wire, son.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a nylon wire.
Nepal is burning.
The real story behind. Go back. What did it say?
Shit.
Which one was
I
it?
don't know if I can do that. Yep.
Yeah. Nepal Gen Z protest. The real story behind the uprising, connecting the dots. Look at they're all filled. Everyone's got their camera out,
Yeah,
and some
stoked.
people have masks on. Jesus Christ, man. We live in the dumbest of times and the wildest of times. The mask thing is like every time I see someone with a mask on, I'm like, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
They're everywhere. I still see them everywhere.
But it's like it's a green light for idiots to just also be able to commit crimes because you're allowing people to cover their face, which used to be a red light.
I know.
Like if you go into a bank with a mask on in the past, it was like, hey, this guy's got a mask on.
Right.
Everybody got their guns out. Now it's normal.
Normal to see it. But this fully masked guy, my buddy Sean sent me a video of a guy on his block, their security camera. Broad daylight, middle of the day, getting groceries out of his car with his kid and his wife. Guy runs up to him with a gun, robs him of his watch.
Oh, Jesus
Broad
Christ.
daylight, fully masked up. You know,
Where
like,
was this at?
in L.A.
Oh, my God.
In the valley. The video's wild, dude. The wife comes out, he points the gun right at the wife.
Oh, my God.
And I mean, doesn't shoot anybody. Thank God. The kids are everything was safe. But he goes, take it off. You can hear the audio. He goes, take it off. And he takes his watch off pretty quickly, gives it to him, and he gets in his car and they speed away. And I was like, this wasn't cruising to the neighborhood seeing a guy unloading his cart. They saw him at the grocery store, clocked it, and we're like, we're following
they do that all
guy.
the time to
Yeah,
people.
We're following that guy
Yeah.
home. That's
And
how I always
then
say,
if he gets
circle the
caught,
block.
he'll be out of jail.
Yeah.
No cash bail.
Well, they're never going to catch him. The car was stolen.
Even if he gets caught,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
They'll
he's
let him
out.
out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What is that about?
Dude.
Like, if I wanted to destroy society, that's how I would do it. I just allow. I'm not saying that that's why they do it, but if I wanted to destroy society, I would just say, listen, the way to combat all this inequality in the world is whenever someone gets arrested, you just let them go.
Just let him go.
Because otherwise you're racist. Like, oh, okay. And you
Yeah,
just
just
let
let 'em
people
go.
out. Like, let violent criminals back on the streets. No, like, none of these people ever have any solution for how to make the places where these people grow up less violent. Zero. Zero discussion about it. No talk about it.
All right.
They just think that there's systemic racism, and so that's why people get arrested. Like, okay.
Instead of trying to fix it.
And then the way people can gaslight other people's behavior in order to find some sort of a way of not giving the people on the other side a win. One of the craziest conversations I saw people have online in one of those cable talk shows was they were having a conversation about why this guy would shoot Charlie Kirk. And the angle they were taking was that he was in a relationship, a loving, amazing relationship with another man who was a trans woman.
Charlie Kirk was?
No. The guy was the shooter.
I was like, what the fuck?
The guy was the shooter.
Oh, right. Is
And
that true?
That's why, yeah, allegedly. And that's why when Charlie Kirk's words hurt so much that he had to take action. Like gaslighting and justifying an assassination.
Yeah, that's
because
crazy.
this guy was saying mean things about trans people. Like, don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't listen.
Did he say mean things about trans people, by the way? That's the other thing.
Well, he definitely said that they were not really women,
Yeah.
right? Which I don't think is mean because it's biologically accurate. It's just insensitive to people who want you to go along with it.
Right.
That's what it is.
I just don't follow the man enough. I don't know anything about. I saw clips, so that's all I kind. That was my perspective was watching him do trolley clips online. I mean, the guy trolled a lot online.
Yeah, well, he did a lot to get people riled up.
Big time. Big
Yeah,
time.
A lot about DEI. That's one of the reasons why people think he's very, very problematic. He was against. He's also said the civil rights bill, but he had a really good point. He said it should be just a one-page thing. Instead of that, it should be a one-page thing that says it is illegal to discriminate on the basis of race, color, ethnicity.
Right.
Simple.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it should be illegal to do that.
It is, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But it's like, you have all these conversations, and some of them look not so good out of context. And that's easy to do when a guy's 31 years old. If I had a podcast when I was 31, you think people hate me now?
would have been way worse.
They would have been way worse.
Way worse.
Yeah, I would have said a lot of stupid shit.
Oh, dude, I say dumb shit on our show every week.
Well,
I mean,
that's a problem
part
with
of it.
having a comedy show too, though. It's like a comedy show, like especially when you're talking to comedians, we're so used to talking normal to each other, just saying what's on our mind
Yeah.
and saying, and saying things that we heard rather than worrying about how other people are going to feel. And when you do that publicly, people are like, you get to talk like that? This is crazy. You guys just said you'd suck each other's dicks for a few dollars. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do that in most jobs, right? And this, I think, is the origin of all this FCC stuff. I think they wanted to keep it that way. I think they wanted to keep people kind of muted, no swearing. This is what Father knows best tonight at 8 p.m. Leave it to Beaver.
Right,
There was all these stupid fucking shows that were like social programming, and they were designed to keep people calm and complacent because we had dealt with 5,000 years of people being murderous barbarians. And so once they got the chance to broadcast things on TV, they just broadcast this bullshit version of a human being, and we all just accepted that that's how people were.
Right.
And the only way they could do that is to limit what you're allowed to talk about, limit the language you're allowed to use, and have a bunch of stupid commercials jammed in there every 15 minutes or whatever it is to make you feel stupid. And just keep shoving that down your throat.
And it worked.
Till you die.
Drink your fucking Ovaltine.
Yeah, and stay away from saturated fat. And that's what they did forever. And now people are kind of waking up that that's dumb.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what this Jimmy Kimmel thing is like. Why? What outrages, one of the things that outrages young people in particular, and also comics, but is that we live in a time where you can have a show like this, right? Where there's no one has talked to us before we did this. No one's going to talk to us after. If they do, I don't listen. We just say what we think, and you put it out there.
Right.
Imagine if the government had to get involved, Andrew Santino and Joe Rogan's vile comments. We're going to remove them from the internet. Like, according to who? So the young people go, who the fuck is that guy?
Right.
It's like Conor McGregor and Jeremy
Who
Stevens.
the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is that guy? Because that's what it's like. It's like, who are you? What that's and people are just waking up. What, that's an organization that can tell you what you can say on TV while you have YouTube,
right?
While you have X, while you have fucking literal Nazis who are posting videos every day, and that's okay, and that can have 24 million views. But this talk show that has, like, what was the 18 to 34 of the Jimmy Kimmel show? That was what was also crazy.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, the numbers were pretty low.
Pretty low.
But all late night and TV is low.
All late night is low. Because it's a limited format.
Yeah.
He would be way better off if he had an internet show.
100%.
100%. Just him, do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
He'd probably make more money, especially now, which is probably one of the reasons why they wanted to bring him back. They're probably like, it's like, right now is a good time to keep this guy on our side.
100%.
Yeah, because
otherwise
if
he flies free.
If they fired him and then he got paid out, or if his lawyers made a deal, like, look, buy him out, we're done. Because I think he only had till the end of the year before they were going to renegotiate a contract anyway.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think so. That's what I read today. But there's so much misinformation.
Yeah, who knows what it is.
But I'm going to need to see some emails. I'm going to need to see some text messages. I want to know what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Or not, or we put him back on the air. You guys shut the fuck up, which seems to be like what's
what they
kind of
did.
happening.
Yeah.
But anybody that's like in support of it, it's like, understand where that goes. Even if he's incorrect. If he's incorrect, people should vote with their viewership. Okay? If you're upset at him that he got that incorrect or that he's politically biased, don't watch anymore. And plenty of people will watch. And let the market decide. Don't let the government step in and the government and people in the government call you talentless and vile and all these different things. Like, settle down.
It is so funny how he's like, he has no talent. You're like, well, I mean, yeah.
He's been on TV for 50 years.
Objectively, he's talented. That's not even into the...
What does that mean? He's been on the radio and he's been on TV for like 100 years.
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about?
Quite talented.
He's my age. He's a dinosaur. He's been on TV forever. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And he's not Hitler, and neither was Charlie Kirk, and this is where we're lost. Like, there's real monsters in the world. I watched a video today that I shouldn't have watched, and it was a video from Gaza where they found these 3 men that they suspected of doing something or sharing information with Israel, and they gunned them down on the street, colluding with Israel in some way. And the video was horrific. They have these guys blindfolded. They kicked him in the back, face down, and he just gunned him down in front of everybody. There's a large crowd of people watching, and they're all filming.
Gross.
And it's fucking horrific, man. It's horrific. It's so rough to watch. Like, that's going on right now at the same time as this stupid fucking argument. You know, there's so many things we should be paying attention to. There's so many things that are just absolutely insane in the world right now. And we're focused on this one thing as if this is the end of the world. There's a giant something headed our way that many of these wacko conspiracy theorists that I follow think is a UFO. there's that one that some people think it's a comet, and that Avi Loeb guy from Harvard, he doesn't think it's a comet.
I think it's a UFO.
And he thinks it's some sort of an intergalactic spaceship that's traveling from somewhere else.
Come on
It's going
down.
to come near us.
Come
and then there's
on
a bigger
down.
one behind it. There's a new one that they just discovered very recently.
That's the other yacht. That's the other space yacht. It's just a couple of fucking
He
space
got
yachts.
expelled from space Russia. Have to run. They're trying to take away spaceship.
We will shoot your yacht into space.
Yeah. Did you see that orb? I sent it to Jamie. So there's this orb that they apparently have carbon dated, and this orb that has all these weird writings on it. It's very strange looking. It's made out of some alloy of aluminum that's 3 times stronger than military grade aluminum. And it got labeled, or it got dated to 12,560 years old.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so it's straight from a radiocarbon lab report dated September 19th, 2025. So look at that thing. Look at the drawings on it. Like, if this thing's actually 12,000 plus years old and has these inscriptions on it, that looks like this very strange
Looks like a microchip.
language. Yeah, and the center of it looks exactly like a microchip. And that this is made out of some sort of an aluminum alloy that's 3 times stronger than military grade aluminum.
You know what those look like coming out of that microchip, that picture? There's little mushrooms.
So let's go back, go up a little, Jamie, right here. The sample was treated with HCI, cleaned and burned at 900 degrees centigrade or Celsius. Graphite conversion measured by accelerator mass spectrometer, compared against official oxalic acid standards, plus or minus 30 years uncertainty.
That's wow.
I sent this to my friend Jesse Michaels, who's got an awesome YouTube channel. You should check it out. It's called American Alchemy. And he is my go-to expert when anything is really fucking screwy online. Like, is this real? I'll send him stuff like that. So what he was telling me, though, that there is an issue with the actual dating of it. Okay, so the carbon dating is real, and this is from Jesse. And we assume that we have an aluminum sphere 3 times the hardness of modern aerospace aluminum, which was created 12,600 years ago at the start of the Younger Dryas. It's a full paradigm shift. On another note, so this is what he was saying, though, that there was an issue with the way they analyzed it. I can't find it. But what he's saying is that the stuff that's on the outside, like the resin, which is what they're examining. So the resin that they're examining, there's an issue. Oh, here it is. Apparently, when you carbon date the petrochemical resin, you might get an artificially old date. Okay, so they're trying to figure this out. When the Georgia team tested it, it seemed legit. But there is an issue with modern petrochemical resin. Here, I'll send this to Jamie. It's complicated because the problem with something like that is I want to believe in it so bad. Like, please, space people, come and fix us.
Please, space people.
Please, we're so retarded. Come get us.
Come get us.
Come get us before
Please.
we elect Chelsea Handler for president. Come get us. Like, look at this. Look at this. So this is what
I was reading a Reddit comment about it. This is the report.
Mm-hmm.
It says analysis for the foraminifer samples.
Mm-hmm.
Foraminifer is a single-celled organism.
What?
Not, yeah.
What does that mean?
that they tested something different than what they're saying they tested, I think. That's what the comments
I
were
thought they were
saying.
saying the resin.
I mean,
the
it says
resin
the
is
resin
treated
right
in an
here.
ultrasound bath for 30 minutes at room temperature. The sample was dried out and treated with 1N-HCl to remove possible carbonates. After that, the sample was rinsed in ultra-pure water and dried at 105 degrees Celsius for accelerator mass spectrometry. And now say that 5 times. Analysis. The clean samples were combusted at 900 degrees Celsius, evacuated, sealed ampules, the presence of CuO. The resulting carbon dioxide is cryogenically purified from the other reaction product. Jesus Christ. Reaction products and catalytically converted to graphite using a method of Get to the point. Sample ratios were compared to the ratio measured from the oxalic acid 1. The sample tested. Ratios were measured separately. The quoted uncalibrated dates have been given in radiocarbon years before 1,950 years BP. What is BP? Before present? And using the half-life of 5,568 years. I don't know what they just said. Do you?
I don't have a fucking clue.
So it's a few thousand years old. So it says age years before present, 12,560. If that's BP, if that's what they're saying by BP, that's 12,000 BC, not the Younger Dryas. That's quite a bit before that. It's like 2,000, because the Younger Dryas is somewhere around 12,000 years ago. So that's 2,000 years before that. Either way, if that fucking thing really is 12,000 years old, what is that?
What is that?
And who's making something that's a beautiful sphere like that, that's 3 times harder than modern aluminum?
And 12,000 years ago with no tools, no nothing. Just,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like that shit.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I know. It creeps me the fuck out. It's coming. I'm telling you.
Well, that's the thing. I think we erroneously assume that what we have is stable.
Oh, no, yeah, this is gone.
I think they thought it was stable back then, too, when they were building the pyramids. Like, listen, we're always going to know who built these. Real simple. Everyone's going to know you can do it with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to know how to move the blocks. It's simple. We don't even have to write it down.
Show him, Mike. Do the thing. Like, very good, very
They
nice.
had some
very
sort of
good.
sound machine that was rising,
Yeah,
like raising these enormous stone blocks,
spinning it. He's like,
taking
stop showing
them down
off.
the mountain, vibrating while it's like moving in the air. Who knows what they did? But whatever they did, they get hit by a big rock from space. And there was a few savages left, and it took them about 5,000 years before they reinvented civilization. And that could happen to us, bro.
It's gonna.
And that might be the one thing that makes us want to get the AI rolling. That's the sphere. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. Looks like a helmet almost.
They're saying that these dots are the resin, I suppose, right?
Oh, okay.
And I guess I'm asking in my head, like, why would we assume that that's going to be carbon material if it's, if the whole thing is a metal sphere? Why would we need organic material in it?
Well, this is the only thing that they could test. But the problem is if you take that thing and someone made it 100 years ago and you stick it in old dirt and then you test that 12,000-year-old dirt, you're like, Eureka! This ball is 12,000 years old. Step right up and pay to see it.
Just old dirt.
Also, here's the thing. If you can make something that's 3 times the hardness of modern aircraft aluminum, couldn't you draw better half moons?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Why does that look so shitty?
It's like a bad tattoo.
Yeah, it looks like someone did it on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. You got to tell when you were drunk.
It's on the Borgata.
You got some Chinese letters, and they
This one
bleed
says
out,
peace and hope.
and it's bleeding out,
Yeah.
right? Like that looks shitty. That doesn't look good. Like if you saw something that was made today, like even the stuff that they made in Egypt, it was like way better.
I also feel like I've only seen this angle of this thing.
Yeah, they're not showing.
Why is
I've
that?
seen like the other side of it.
That's true. Like look at that thing in the left, the upper left, that little half moon, the tip of the half moon on the top one. Yeah, look how shitty that one is.
Yeah, they did a bad job.
They did a bad
That
job.
one's bad, too.
It's like when you're a kid and you get a coloring book and you go outside the
Right
lines.
outside the lines.
Fucking loser.
Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up. It's not usable.
Yeah, that's weird, dude. Weird.
Weird.
And look at the image, the close up of the circuit board.
Yeah, it's a
That's
it does look like a little
crazy.
microchip circuit board.
But that also makes me think, like, now go fuck yourself, because now you're playing with me.
Yeah, they're just fucking with us.
Why are you making, like, a modern version of it? Why does it have that fake Mona Lisa in that thread?
I'm just looking at the comments. People are talking all sorts of shit.
That's that fake Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Talking all sorts of shit.
Do you know that one?
Yeah, this the phony
Bro,
moment.
you got to pee.
Huh?
You got to pee right now?
I got to piss like a racehorse.
I knew. I could tell.
You can see it in my eye.
I could tell when a man starts wiggling in his
He's
chair.
like, oh, he's got to piss.
I could tell that feeling. You're like,
I drank three fucking cups of coffee and then this like an idiot.
Oh, that's not good. Should we wrap it up?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
My
do
man, your special.
White
available
Noise.
now.
Yeah,
White Noise
go
on
watch it.
Hulu. I heard it's hilarious.
No, fuck you.
It says it. It says it,
Dude,
bro. I'm just trying to help
when
you.
we went to New York and Burr was like, "Do you see this fucking shit?" And I looked up and I was like, "What is that?"
Hilarious.
He's like, "They got this is the name they're doing for us." I was like, "Oh, well,
Not
what are you gonna
good.
do? Whatever."
Yeah.
Special's good. Go watch it.
What's good that they're doing it, though. Hulu's put out a lot of specials. They put out Burr's special, your special. Did they do one with Gaffigan as well?
Gaffigan, Sebastian's coming.
Sebastian,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they
That's
got some
great.
really good ones.
Listen,
Really
the more the better.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the more streaming specials, the more competition there is for,
It's better for all of us.
It's better for comics.
Yeah.
For sure. And then maybe he's coming soon, the Jimmy Kimmel Show to Hulu. It'll be hilarious.
Hilarious.
All right, my brother. I love you to death.
Love you, man.
How long are you staying in town?
I'm going kill Tony tonight.
Are you here tomorrow?
I got to leave tomorrow
Shut the
afternoon.
fuck up.
I got to go.
I got a show tomorrow. Come
I know
stay.
I got to go.
Do you have to?
I do.
All right.
Next time.
Bye, everybody. Bye.